of the Tribulation Kidz. I'm in the building for the second time today, third time today. Second time, I had to run it back. Something just didn't work right on that last one. I do want to apologize for the way I left. I was upset with myself, and I'm still upset. Man, I dropped my Dr. Pepper all over the place. Got on my PlayStation 5. It was time for me to get up out of here. I'm sorry, man. I had to clean it up. I didn't want to sit out here and have my feet in Dr. Pepper to finish my live stream. And the live stream was a little bit choppy to me in the first place, so I'm glad to get back in the house. Shout out to the people. Have you ever dropped your soda that you was drinking that you really wanted really bad? It was refreshing. It was tasting good. So I just wanted to jump back out here. For the people that was here, it did seem like we was kind of building up. We was chilling, had a nice little vibe. Kahana, if you check back in, I got you. I'm playing that record that you was about to spin on the last rip. So, we in the house. Yeah, we'll see if we get some people up in here. Shout out to Precious M Vlogs is in the house. How you doing, Precious? It's been a while since I seen you. Welcome to the live stream. Welcome back. I'm glad you are in the house. Appreciate you. I'm make sure I'm connected to your channel, and I am. And again, I want to appreciate you and thank you for coming back to the live stream. You remember me? Yeah. We in the house. Minna's in the house. What's going on with you, Minna Trip? Hello, hello. Good morning to you. I know it is early where you are at, but I do appreciate you checking in as well. What you got planned? And I want to appreciate you also for sending all them people over here last night. I woke up this morning and I seen a whole lot of people coming over here in the name of Minna. Shout out to you. Yeah. Precious still being in the house. I appreciate you. So I wanted to come do another live stream because I left kind of quick last time. I was drinking my Dr. Pepper and my Dr. Pepper fell. You know, have you ever dropped some food on the ground? Like, you can always pick up the food and eat that, you know what I mean? As long as it don't stay on the ground long, you got a 10-second rule, or is it the 5-second rule? You know what I mean? God made dirt and dirt won't hurt. Put it in my mouth. If I die, God knows why. Shout out to my man coming through the door. Adam Garcia is in the house. That sucks, yeah. But when it's food that fall on the ground, you can pick that up and you can eat that. You know what I mean? But I can tell you, you can't do that when it's soda. And I was like, man, I can't get this off the ground. And I want to clean it up, and I didn't want to just wipe it up and then my floor be sticky. So I wanted to make sure I cleaned it up. It got on my PlayStation 5, and you know that ain't a good thing. Sally Hollette is in the house. Shout out to you. Appreciate you. Japriel is in the house as well. Shout out to you. You can drink the you can drink the drink. You can get a straw. I thought about that as well. Like, you could do that, but I just ain't one to be eating off the ground. It was gonna stay down there longer than the 5-second rule. But shout out to the people, man. I'm glad y'all in the house. 25 people in the building. Appreciate all 25 of y'all. If you are new here, please subscribe. And if you have not hit the like, please hit the like. 29 people in the house. Let's get it. We out here. We chilling, man. Look, this is my third live stream today. This is me making up the live stream from the last live stream. I do apologize to the people that was here. I'm looking for new people. If that's you, please subscribe. Say something in the chat. We'll mod you. If you have not came up over here to share your content, you are welcome here to share your content as well. Shout out to Elise is in the house. Let's see what you got going on. We inviting people in. This is the community, 32 people up in the house. We welcoming you in. Elise, yo, I got you. Yeah. You got the mods. You can come up in here and move in the chat with 32 people. I hope to get all 32 y'all up in here. Demotivation. Let's see. What makes women cheat? Men cheat too. You know what I mean? Numbers don't lie. Let's see what you got going on. But we do want to invite you to the live stream. Thank you very much. I don't want to just put it on the women. You know what I mean? Like, what you doing to make them cheat? Maybe it's something that you're not doing. And I say that for both women and men. You don't have that many subscribers, nor do you have that many videos, but I do want to welcome you in. Shout out to the people out there. If you want to get to interacting with the people in the chat, you're more than welcome to come up in here. That makes the world taste better. Yeah, free will. That's free will. You know what I mean? The plan in the end is for us all to get back home to the Lord Jesus Christ. You know what I mean? He is the first love. Let's get to our first love. Yeah. I'm sorry. What you sorry about, Lean? Let's see. Thank you for your support to the community, man. Yo, Japriel, man. I hope that you come and get comfortable, get to know some people. I had a couple of my friends check in today. Hopefully, you get a couple more of my friends to check in. Yeah. I'm in the house. I'm feeling this one right here, man. Shout out to Rebecca Towns. I thought about you. I hope you're feeling good today. She said, how are you feeling today? I'm good. Congratulations to you. I know that you said you just got married, but I hope that you're feeling better from your back surgery as well. Let's see, Jahanis Wolfgang Amadas. Okay, hold on. Let me see what you got going on. I'm going to add you. Yeah. All right, 7. I got you. Boom. Come on back through. 20 people in the house still up in here. If y'all don't mind hitting the like, if y'all don't mind subscribing, come on through. It said, I think it was like almost 90% of people that watch me are not subscribed. Please subscribe. I ain't gonna ask you more than once. That's up to you. If you don't want to subscribe, we ask you to come on through. Say something in the chat so you can get modded. You can come back and people will recognize you. Shout out to TC43. You kind of look like Magic Johnson. That's why I just bypass even trying to mod you. Can you mod me? No, I cannot mod you, Yam. Boom. Can't come up in here demanding stuff or asking for stuff. Like, you can't come out here with your hand out. You just need to come up in here and move in the chat. Say something to the people that's here. Say something to me. What's up, uncle? Ain't nothing, I ain't your uncle. Look, like your hat. Thank you, Rebecca. All right, let's get it cracking right here. Let's see. All right, we're going to get it cracking right quick. Let's see what's going on up in here. Shout out to the person that's hitting the hearts. I do appreciate you. We got 9 people in the house. A lot of the people that was here did leave, and that's all right that they did left. We're going to try to get it to slow down just a little bit so we can see if we can get some new people. Now, the new people that's here, y'all do look like a busload of young people. Now, I do want to say I don't appreciate your insults or your jokes and your disrespect that's up in the chat. Now, y'all going to have to calm down or we're going to eliminate each and every one of you one by one. Now, you will understand that it is some of my peoples in the background. They ain't liking all that. What up, Grandpa? Look, see what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? You got jokes. And it's like y'all gonna get me to talking about y'all and then we gonna go back and forth. I can't get out here like that. Not today, man. This is my last live stream to today. I'm just looking for real people that want to come up in here and chill. Your thoughts on George drone situation, Joy. George, I don't know who that is, to be honest with you. Let's see. May call many are called, but only few are chosen. That's my scripture right there. That's my scripture right there. Many are called, but only few are chosen. And it make me feel like it's not a lot of chosen people out here in the world because nobody even wants to answer the call. Like, it's a lot of people out there that's holding so much inside them that don't even know that you got it inside you. It's time for you to move. I'm not, oh, Lord, have mercy. Who dropped you off? Can you get some rope? No, man, no. Like, y'all, why y'all ain't come yesterday when my granddaughter was here? Like, she played Roblox. Y'all could have all hooked up then. You know what I mean? But no, 7, oh, man. You only 7 years old. Like, why you here? I don't know how you get here. I don't know why the algorithm is sending y'all over here. No, we can't get no roadblocks. You're great. Thank you, Elise. I appreciate it. And I'm saying your name wrong. Like, I ain't too great. Like, I ain't even saying your name right. Is it Elise? Like, oh, man. Elise. Let's see. Yes. Okay. Whew, Lord have mercy. I do got some new people that's gonna check. No, it's L Yeast. All right. I think we're gonna try to get it together. It is an L and not a right? That's what you're trying to tell me. Rest in peace to my granny. She got hit with a bazooka. Yari J6X. We would take you serious if you had a profile picture. I don't mean no harm to your grandma. I'm just keeping it real. Like, that's a terrible situation if it really happened. But we don't know that we taking you for real in the first place. You came in here with the busload of youngsters. You could be young too. So I'm just saying. Nancy Yentz is in the house. Nancy Hentz. Hi. Okay, you said hi 5 times. I seen the first hi. Now, you didn't have to keep doing it. I'm just saying. Lord have mercy. Brand hostings yet to. Um, Nancy, if you say hi one more time, I'm gonna have to time you out. Uh, say E, then lips. So ellipse. Okay. Thank you for helping me say that. And most people that I have a hard time saying their name when I first meet them, I'll learn later on, but I become good friends with them. So, welcome. The way I did it was probably funny. I'm sorry. But it's ellipse, right? It's lit. Lights. Come on now. I'm falling off beat. Somebody need to stop spamming my chat. Whoever it is out there. Brittany, I don't. 1880, you ain't got no business being here. 1887 in the first place. I'm just gonna time you out only because, man, quit spamming the chat. 10 minutes on your timeout. Japriel, man, Lord have mercy, man. I feel like I'm babysitting every time I come live, man. Like, I don't know who be dropping these kids off. I just need y'all to relax right now. Like, I'm just trying to come out here and chill. Hello, God bless you. Midnight, thank you for the God bless you, but can you please capitalize the G in God? Let's see, Army Strong. Hello, man. Look, is anybody out there real? Like, is it all kids? You in the Army? I'm guessing you real. Thank you very much. She's real, and we subscribe to your channel. And then I'm going back, and I'm gonna make sure that you get a mod so we can recognize you. Thank you for being real. Um, RR Vlogs is in the house. Hello, my friend. Hello to you. God bless you. Your cousin was here the other day. I just seen Marez the other day. God bless you. Welcome to the live stream, OR. And shout out to Amanda Rice coming back. I appreciate you. Let's see. Blue Polo. What's the first boss you defeat in the jungle after beating the mechanical bosses? I'm doing this live stream as a makeup. I was just on the live stream and I just dropped my soda. You know what I mean? Now, it seemed like I'm picking up where I left off, but I just need y'all to calm down in the chat. Some of y'all youngsters shouldn't be here. That's one thing I want to say without making a whole bunch of noise about it. Let alone, it's some of y'all that think I'm a gamer that you can come over here asking questions about certain games you playing. I'm not playing that game. I did just spill my Dr. Pepper on my PlayStation 5. I already wasn't feeling like I'm in a great mood. We got 15 likes. We got 17 people. It's two of y'all that did not hit the like. Can you please hit the like? Shucks. Oh man, I wanted to come back out here and try to have fun, only because I had a rough day. Well, it wasn't that rough. It was pretty cool. It was just me dropping my Dr. Pepper. Like, look, I'm really not in a great mood right now, and I'm so upset when I do clumsy stuff. Like, have you ever felt like a klutz? Like, I can't stand when I drop stuff and do stuff or trip. You hit my funny bone. It seems like I'm always hitting my funny bone, and it ain't never funny. I just wanted to come out here and chill on my live stream. It's a lot of people I have not seen, and there's a lot of people checking in. It's some new people. And look, I promise, Ellipse, like, look, I'm not gonna say your name correctly every time. I'm just not. If you can't accept me for my imperfections, like, I don't think me and you could be friends. Like, I'm not gonna say it correctly, even after you get me to say it right. I'm just saying, like, I'm getting older now. I'm just not like I was when I was young. And when I was young, I probably would have struggled then. Like, can you see I have a pronunciation problem? I can't pronounce everything clearly. Like, I'm trying to get out here and enjoy the live stream. Like, will y'all allow me to enjoy the live stream? Like, y'all pushing up on me. Y'all want me to know too much right now. You know what I mean? Like, let me just chill. Like, I was tired before I started. I wanted to take a nap. Like, ain't nobody gonna even care about that though, huh? This is my third live stream. Y'all, come on, just chill for a second. Shout out to Japriel. I appreciate your donation, man. Thank you very much for that. I appreciate that. Let's see. I have sub. Okay, thank you. I appreciate you, Matt. And I'm trying to get caught up in the chat. Shout out to Minner. I still appreciate you being here, Minner. Oh my God, $1 gift, man. How you gonna sit up here and complain about something that he ain't even give to you? He gave it to me. Like, did you hear me complain about how much it was? He give it. He got it in his heart. How you judging him like that, dog? You gotta be faithful with the little things, the few things. Like, you can't be appreciative, but that's a problem with y'all generation right there. Y'all complain too much. God, dog, who dropped them off? I don't want to go live no more. Only because it only happens to me. This don't happen to other YouTubers. Hit the like. Thank you. I appreciate you, Army Strong. Don't worry. I'm copying and pasting that trivia question, and everybody lost. That's a problem right there. You ain't even say hello. You up here copying and pasting something that we ain't even talking about. You trying to change the narrative. We need to get you up out of here. Only because, man, you should know better by now. We only gonna put you on timeout for 5 minutes so you can think about it. You can still hear us in the background. Let's see, I have sub. Okay, thank you. You told me I already mad, but I appreciate you subbing. Dang. Let's see. It's okay. It's okay. Okay, yeah. I'm. They tell me I let little things get to me. You know what I'm saying? It's people like, look, y'all part of the plan. It's part of the problem right there. New people, like the old people, don't do this to me. They sit back and laugh. They think it's funny when y'all come up in here harassing me. After 50, I have that I don't care attitude. I don't care when nobody has to say. I don't care how you feel. I don't wear. I wanna wear. I do what I want to. Yo, shout out to the plus 50 group out there. I'm on my way. Like, I'll be there next year. I'm gonna have that same attitude right there. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I'm already having it now, sir. We on the same page. Thank you for joining the live stream. I'm glad you're here. Cause I'm coming out here letting them know how I feel about that as well. I want to be careful, man. Like, y'all be having me laughing, and I'll be having my nerves bad at the same time that I try to grab my drink just so I could give me something to drink to keep my mouth moist. But because y'all be having my nerves so bad, I'm up here dropping stuff like I don't want to drop another drink. If I drop this drink, I'm gonna be too upset with all y'all. I ain't take it out on you last time. Now, let me just drink my drink for a second. Hold on. Broke the cup and everything last time. I was like, how we gonna fix this? We can't get a refill. We can't get a refill with a broke cup. Let me see. It's okay. Oh Lord, what he gonna say? Frank is coming in the house. I want to say shout out to him. He is doing the age check out here in the chat. And I think it's very appropriate that somebody out there in the chat does look into the age. Only because I'm on my live stream. I'm trying my best to do as best background checks as I can. But people is harassing me out here and I need some type of security. And that's my man's right there. He's part of the security staff. He's part of the youth ministry. He's part of he's part of everything around here. He is a trip kid for real. You know what I mean? And I appreciate you, Frank, trying to get out there and talk to the youth. But credit day, man. I don't know why they messing with me. I'm behind in the chat. Let's see. I know I'm proud of you. Midnight. Shout out to you. Look, think you're old or something. That's how they act around me. They're coming here calling me Unc. OG. Now I don't mind the OG. Just put the double OG. Let's see, I'm 11. Oh, see, that's what it is. Thank you, Frank, for helping me figure that out. Because if I ask the age, they think I'm trying to talk to them and stuff, and I don't want it to be like that. Yeah, I want to get out here and ask questions and stuff. My first question would be, who dropped off all these kids that's under 16? I ain't out here doing none of the D. D, you should stop passing out mods, man. Like, did I give it one? Oh, shucks. I'm going to have to take that back from you, so. I'm sorry, we getting ready to go back to StreamYards. We can't do this no more. We can't count everybody in. I'm sorry, you know what I mean? It's just not one of them type of games where you can get out there and everybody wins. Like, everybody don't win up in here. I need everybody to know. If I had a way to get out here and do further background checks, I would. But YouTube only has so much that you could do. And as a live streamer, we need more information. We need to be able to have a police scanner that everything come up on the dashboard, that we get all your information so we can see who's talking to us. Real talk. Like, this is bothering me. Cause I get out here and I'll be a little too gracious. I'll be a little too nice. I try to be a hostess, try to be as cool as I can, courteous, try to be polite, try to invite everybody in. But everybody just ain't invited. I'm just letting y'all know. And especially them youngsters that's coming up in here, I'm gonna need y'all to stop coming up in here asking for stuff. Stop coming up in here having conversations with grown folks. Ain't none of y'all grown. Y'all need to be enjoying your age at your age. Period. Period, man. Like, quit trying to grow up so quick. They up here with grown people. They laughing. They think it's funny. I gotta go back to the bottom. Let's see, nothing against you, young folks. We kind of we gotta keep it legit in here. We are too old to risk it. That's definitely the truth. You know what I mean? And I try to get out here and be a community man, and I don't want to say that y'all ain't invited to the community, but some of y'all need to wait a couple more years. Shout out to my man coming through the door with the hammer and 100. 5 stars is in the chat. Kahana, put that track back in the chat so we can get back where we left off. I do apologize for leaving so abrupt on the last live stream, but I dropped my Dr. Pepper. Hi, just to remind, Jesus loves you, okay? But how old are you? Like, that's how we got to start doing it up here. People think just because they use a Jesus name, they can come and get the mod out of me. I had somebody tell me just the other day, they believe it was God's will for them to get the mod. Man, I'm telling you, somebody told me that the other day. It was on a live stream at the restaurant. I was cracking up, you know what I mean? But I'm just saying, just because y'all coming in here with Jesus' name, like, you know what I mean? Some of us don't serve the same Jesus, you know what I mean? We don't, I just want to make sure, you know what I mean? We on the same level. Spread bread with butter and pour boiling water over it. See, that's what I'm saying. That's why it's questionable on certain ones that y'all getting a mod, because stuff like that, like, y'all can't just come up in here talking about anything, trying to switch the narrative. Like, that's what y'all doing. Like, y'all, it's showing me that your attention span can't span to what we talk about. We talk about No King's Day. Like, do y'all know about No King's Day? Like, do you know about that? It's gonna sneak up on you. Gonna be wondering what happened here. That's what I'm saying. Like, let the grown people talk. Shucks. Medias and stuff. Like, did you see a media last night? Nah, you was asleep. That's what I'm saying, man. We got to get out here and talk. What is a mod? I hear that a lot. I just started a channel. Okay, since you just started the channel, I need you to just continue to make content. Don't worry about the views. Don't worry about none of the likes, none of that stuff. I just need you to make a bunch of content. Continue to make the content. Continue to do the stuff that makes you happy with the content, but make the content. And I'm gonna tell you, when you get your channels running and you get them videos, copy one of them videos, bring it up over here, paste it in the chat. This is what you could do with the mod. You could share your content. I'm not worried about none of that. I'm just bored, and I just did a few exercise videos. Oh, I see. Yeah, I was just trying to explain it to you. But that's all you doing out there, exercising. Like, I need you to get out there and talk to the people. You know what I mean? It's your generation that we got to get out here talking to these young people. You know what I mean? Like, you need to get out here, get you a vertical going on, and you start talking to people, meeting new people. Like, it seems like you're a people's person, you know, and that's all you got to do is just be a people's person. Joanne Wolfgang Mendes, see, Jesus said, I come not to bring peace, but sword. So cut this bread and pass the fruit of the vine. Uh, there's some of us hungry in here. See, and I'm gonna get to a point for people like you. Now, see, you seem like you be taking solid foods. Now, we got a lot of babes out here, and they can't take the solid food. But when I speak, I try to speak in layers. Certain things are for certain people and stuff like that. Now, if you would like to share some scripture, you can share it in the chat. We try to break it like that. But as far as the babes up in here, I don't want to confuse them in no kind of way. I would like to have a real study. We're going to have a Bible-based conversation, and I'll be doing those soon. Give me till April. But right now, all we doing is meeting people. Do you see anything in the title? No, because I haven't got to that point yet. We're gonna get out there, and I'm gonna start feeding people. I do say I do appreciate you coming here hungry, but I need you to feed yourself till you get here. Only because we are really not out here feeding people like that yet. But it is very imperative that we get out here and feed these people. Like, the people need to eat some spiritual food. Like, they need to know that the flesh is weak, but the spirit is willing. Let's see. I'm subscribed. Be safe. Hope to see you live soon. Okay. God bless you. Thank you for joining. I'm glad you got involved. God bless you. Let's see. Joshua Grinder. You will always be my favorite YouTube streamer because you always make my day. When I'm feeling sad, and you are very funny. Just letting you know. And God bless you. God bless you too. Thank you for your message, Joshua. Agreed. agreed to. I didn't know that you were listening. I don't know how long you've been listening. I would ask you when you come through and you say God, that you do a capital G, only because the lowercase g, it bothers me in the chat. I'm just saying, but I do appreciate what you said, and I would like to get you to mind, but I don't know how old you are. And I just want to make sure I say that nowadays. I did see, I'm behind in the chat, and somebody did share a blessing. I just want to make sure I go back and just say something real quick, just because I did see it, I thought, but I might have missed it, But I'm jumping back in the chat. We're all the way at the bottom. Amen. Let me go see what he got going on though, Josh. Josh, let me see. Cause I'm not making it an age thing. Like I don't want it to change or detour what I'm doing. Um, but this don't look like no kid. Let me see. It does. It does look like a kid. But I do appreciate you checking in. And it's been a lot of the young people that have been listening as of lately. I just want to make sure that I'm being respectful to you as well. I try not to use foul language. We do have certain conversations that do be a little adult and a little grown. I do appreciate y'all just really checking in and everything. And I try not to really curse purposely, just because I never know who's listening. Um, but for some reason, kids are drawn to my channel and something that we're doing and stuff like that. And I really would like to get out here and do something for kids. And that was one thing I was doing on the Tribulation Network, was trying to get stuff, where it would be for anybody. You know what I mean? I'd like to get back into doing that, but I feel like God got me on a mission, on an assignment to do something else. And I don't want to make it about age when it comes to what God is going to do, because God's going to use the mouth of the babes as well. He's going to minister to them, and they're going to come minister to us as well. You know what I mean? So I want to make sure that I still keep the door open. I won't be modding y'all. It's a couple of y'all youngsters that got past my security that I did get a mod. I didn't get a chance to check your ID, but usually I try to mod people that do act a little mature. You won't get out here being disrespectful and all the rest of that, but I do have some new friends, just like Gothic M66. How are you doing today? I'm good. How are you? Like, that's one of my newer friends right there. You know what I mean? And I'm guessing she's in a younger age group, but she's not as young as the rest of them. You know what I mean? But it's some mature people, that are in the age group under 30. You know what I mean? Like, I think that that's kind of something that I'm on a mission to get, is them. You know what I mean? If they can just come by and just, peek in or be in the background, you never know what they might hear or see. Because I believe that God is going to get out here and pour his spirit upon all flesh, and you can finish the scripture and you're going to hear your sons and daughters, what I mean, which is young, old. I don't know how that works, but just in general, I just want to make sure I say that, only because I don't want people to think, I'm profiling and saying what can come in and can't. But as far as modding, I just try to mod people so that they can share their content and we can recognize them when they come in the house that they've been here before, But I just want to make sure that I clear that up just a little bit, for people, that do check in or have never been here before. Precious MV Vlog, thank you for being out. I don't know why I said MV. Precious M Vlog, thank you very much for still being in the house or checking back in. Shout out to Gothic. You said I'm good. I'm glad you're doing well. Thank you as well. Brett Glaso, thank you for being back in the house or checking in. What y'all got going on? What y'all, eating tonight? What time is it where you are and where you're at? If you want to put it in the chat, you want to introduce yourself. You've never been introduced before. Introduce yourself. Step in. Say something. I appreciate your share. Or share the stream. I appreciate your share. I always appreciate your share, Brett. Yeah, I'm 29 minutes in. This is a makeup stream. My people in the UK was here earlier. We had a little bit of fun, Third stream of the day. I just like the live stream. This is something I do on a regular basis. Most of the people that do know me from my channel, that's what they know me as, just going live. I go live when I want. I don't really have a particular schedule set up, but eventually I will be setting up a schedule to get back out here with the StreamYard. Shout out to Christina, and hold on. I want to say that your icon look a little young. Let me go back and check it out. Shout out to my man coming through the door. J Dog One Parties in the house. Appreciate you. What's going on with you, J Dog? Shout out to Japriel, his man is still in the house. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we appreciate you. We already subscribed over there. You know, if you want to check in and just say hello. Yeah. Yo, Kahana, put that track up in here that we was getting ready to play on the last live stream, the Angels and Demons. That was the one that you was actually getting ready to play when I dropped the drink. Have you ever had a National Coney Island hot dog? Is that from Sonic? I ain't gonna lie, I did have a foot long just yesterday or the day before from Sonic. It was the foot long Coney dog, you know. So yeah, for Sonic. Boy, it's hot behind these lights. That is something I could tell you. This is something that we will be doing on a regular basis. So if y'all not used to somebody just going live and you looking for somebody to go live, that's all I do. I just come out here, I chill, I meet people. I really haven't had no particular subject or topic to get out here and move on, but eventually I will be doing that. I just want to let people know we will be doing that. Okay, yeah. Let me get to that. I'm gonna play this track because this is the track we were supposed to play on the last live stream when it did fail. And it didn't really fail. It was my fault, you know. So I appreciate the ones that did come back. Shout out to you. Yeah. I'm almost there. Hold on. Give me a second. Was timed out by Big Dean. Big Dean in the background playing security. Shout out to my man Storm Rain. Yeah. Appreciate you. In the background playing security. Shout out to my man. All right, give me a second, man. Let me play this by Kahana right here. And this is me making it up for last song right here. Is this it? I don't think this is it. Hold on. Hold up. Damn. Hold on. Oh, yo, let me mention something also. If you guys get a chance, like I don't know if you guys was following the stuff going on. No, not that one. No. Hold on. I see the link right there. I just want to say this because I'm kind of looking at something to remind me of something. Jay-Z did an exclusive sit down. What I think is GQ. You know what I mean? If you were following the stuff that was going on with Diddy, if you know a lot of stuff that was going on with Jay-Z and stuff, I just wanted to make sure I mentioned that because one of the favorite YouTubers that I have out here, BJ Investigates, and she also has another channel, The Secret Witness. I will say check her out. Like she really have her information. She very thorough, and she just good peoples. You know what I mean? Like I would tell my peoples, like anytime something happens in the world with entertainers and celebrities, it's certain people like Britney Spears even. You know what I mean? Like she has great information on her channel, and that is BJ Investigates, and that is The Secret Witness. But I actually was over there before my last live stream, and she was telling us she didn't actually want to play like clips of the interview with Jay-Z, but he actually sat down with somebody, and I believe that it's on GQ was the platform that he did the interview on, but he also did an interview. I mean, it's on other platforms now, but I'm just saying GQ was the one. But what she did is she actually gave her breakdown and reacted to it and gave, just some stuff to kind of add to which it was she's saying. So I want to say, Dean, like if you get a chance, check out Jay-Z did a new exclusive interview. Check it out on GQ. But if you want to break down just certain things, you know what I mean, without seeing the video, like The Secret Witness, BJ Investigates did something real good. I was actually watching that before my live stream. But I haven't had a chance to sit down and watch the Jay-Z thing. But from hearing her take, it seemed like it was a very interesting thing because it kind of, to me, the way to put it in my words is kind of like Jay-Z came out and played the victim. Like, he been struggling to get there for so long, that y'all should remember him, for him being like one of us, and I gotta go back. I gotta go watch it. But I'm just saying, in general, like what I was getting out of it was like, it might be kind of controversial for people that follow the news, and I'm one that follows the news. But I'll try to put certain channels that I'm into out there to let people know you're my favorite person right now. Right, being so. Hold on, right quick. Let me just play this right quick, and boom. All right, give me a second while this plays. All right, this is something. This ain't even it, is it? This is it. This is it. Shout out to Kahana on the track right here. This right here is called Angels vs. Demons. So check him out. He got it in the chat, as a matter of fact. And I need y'all to subscribe to his channel, man. Link up with Kahana, man. Let me just pin what he put up in here. That right there is Kahana. Please link to that channel. I'll be right back. We got a minute. Give me a minute. Yo, shout out to the Pro Kitchen. I appreciate Kahana for that. Now look, I did take a little extra time, but that's something that we gonna start doing right there. Like for the musicians that's out there, and you got records that's clean, and you can put it up here. I'll take a break and I'll play it. You know what I mean? I can still hear it when I take my break and stuff like that. But I really want to play Kahana music. So Kahana, anytime you see me on the live stream, you drop the music. Instead of me playing my music, or if I have some music, I'll play it. You know what I mean? But that's how we gonna share your stuff, and we can get people over to your channel and whoever else music we will be using. If you got clean music, you can come through. Shout out to my man Pony Boy Gold is coming in the house. Shout out to L&W Show. And then we got Billy Philbin is in the house. Let's see what Billy talking about. Um, let's see, Billy. Hey, L&W, where you from, man? Billy don't have no information on his channel, so we don't really know what's going on over there. But I did miss some people probably on my break. I do apologize. But shout out to the people that's here. You know, if you are here, you know, move in the chat, get to know somebody, let somebody get to know you. We got 10 people in the house. But that's something I would like to do, you know what I mean? And I could then promote people that are coming in the door. If you don't mind connecting to Kahana in the chat, you know, you can go up over there if you are a writer or any kind of musician, you know what I mean? You can go over there and get with him. And that's something we'll start doing on the live stream when I'm doing these, the particular vertical. Now, when I start getting in the StreamYards, it'll be a little harder for me to share it, but I'll share it still because I still have a way to do it. Where are you from, homie? Was that the first thing you gonna come up in here and say? You know what I mean? Like, where you from? It's just like that's how people walk up on to you on the streets when they want to start some static. Like, where you from? What you mean? I'm from out here. I'm from YouTube. That's where I'm from YouTube City. South Side, Dirty Side, all them sides. Like, they know me. I'm out here. What's happening? Let's see. What are the requirements for a mod? Let's see. Well, we can see right now that you ain't gonna be meeting none of the requirements because for one, you asking for it. And for two, you look like you a youngster. You look familiar, homie. That's why. Let me look and see who this is. Rashawn. Let me see. Where you from? Let me ask you that. You know, give me a second, you guys. The morning light is dancing on the floor. I've never felt this kind of peace before. You're humming soft and pouring out the tea. And suddenly it's all so clear to me. The world outside can... All right, shout out to the chat. Let's see. I'm from here on YouTube. Let's see. Abyss Launcher. I just got to your channel. Okay. Shout out to you and everybody else out there. I ain't trying to be rude. I'm just saying, you know, it's just a way that you say hello. You know what I mean? Come through, say what's up. So Kahana, man, you ever tried this magic soap before? You gotta try this. It's pretty good. It how you feeling clean. Now the peppermint one is cool. It how you feeling like a menthol cigarette out here. Feeling like a Halls cough dropping some more stuff, you know what I mean? But it really will, how you feeling real clean. It'll clean them pores out, open you up. But this particular stuff right here, the magic soap, now this one smells a little better and you can get out here and move a little better where you're not smelling so much like a menthol. But I'm telling you right now, this stuff for how you feeling clean, you can find it at your Walmart, you can find it at your Target. This is some good stuff. Now, I would say that it is a little expensive, but this bottle will last you. They got the big bottle, they got the small bottle. Get you this size bottle right here, that's affordable. But if you ever get a chance to stop at the beauty supply store, nobody gonna ever tell you this, but I'm gonna tell you this. This the best lotion ever created right here. This right here is Razak. For anybody out there that got dry skin, or if you coming out here and you feeling like the water just got you feeling itchy or whatever, get you some of this razor. Now you can, used to be able to get it at Walmart, but for some reason Walmart stopped selling it. But if you go to your local beauty supply store, you can find this right here. And I'm telling you, it's not expensive. This right here is pretty affordable as well. But I'm telling you right now, you don't need a whole lot. You just need a little bit. But that right there will have your hands feeling great. That soap ain't to be played with. No, I'm telling you, boy, that's some good stuff right there. And I'm just telling you, man, like the lotion right here, like I'm telling you, my hands was just dry because I just washed my hands. I put this lotion on just now. My hands feel moist. They feel ready to move. They feel ready to get some stuff done. Let's do it. Now, did he have a channel? I'm tripping. Did he have a channel? I just seen what he said, and I was doing something else. But I'm gonna say, let me go up over here. He did have a channel. We'll check in over there, say what's up right there. And we could give him the mod, but he got to say something else in the chat just because. What it smell like? It smell like it's like a it's like a it's not like a Jergens. It's like a it's like I'm not even gonna lie to you. Sometimes I could wear it and people think it's cologne, only because it stays on you for so long. It's not something that you're gonna wash your hands and it's gonna come right off. Like you can really wash your hands. Like it's kind of something like repellent. Like you're gonna be able to do a little bit more than you can normally do with the lotion that you use. I'm telling you, you gotta go check it out. It does have a good smell. When you put this with some cologne, you smell fresh. You know what I mean? Not like a baby, not like a baby smell. It got like a, I don't even know what that scent is, but it's different. Like you ain't never smelled this type of smell before. It smelled good, but it's not something that people are used to. That's why I'm telling you, like you gonna wear that and they gonna be like, what is that? What is that? And you ain't even put your cologne on yet. Like damn boy. They gonna be like, that's your body smell like that? That's how it is right there, boy. Um, So anyway, so I'm out here, man. 46 minutes in, 48 minutes. I'm still trying to get through this. It is kind of difficult, and I can't say, that it's easy. But I could tell you one thing, boy. Um, I love doing the live stream. I love meeting people. Some people do come off kind of wrong at the beginning. It's the approach, and it does have me respond a certain kind of way. And I never mean no harm because I get out here and I chill. I invite everybody. I don't want to turn nobody away. Definitely want to bring in grown people, but I definitely want to be on the same page from the jump. Only because I done met some amazing people out here, and I just don't want to bring everybody around the people I met. Like it's just because like they've been good to me. I want to find more people that's good to me that I can bring around them. Just because I feel like hand picking people out here, we're gonna come across some people that it's gonna be good to have them in the community, because we're gonna start growing. If you give me sometime around April, I got a couple of things I need to take care of. After I take care of them things, then I get out here and I'll move, and kind of invite people up on the live stream and all the rest of that. But I just really ain't ready to work with anybody just yet, only because I'm still trying to get myself together. And it's gonna be a minute before I get it together. But I'm gonna try. Now, Kahana, when you come through, this is what I ask: that you drop the tracks that you making, the beats, just the beat. So if I pause it and I go back to it, it'll just be the beat. I could keep the instrumental going. You know what I mean? As far as the song with the lyrics, I'll ask you, to just send me the beats. You know what I mean? Because a lot of those beats, a lot of the people will hear them and they ask something about them. You know what I mean? But I ain't hating on songs or nothing like that. Like that ain't my thing. I just can't listen to the full song, and I just would say, you know, I would like for you to add some of your music in. And if I could do it the way we've been doing it today, I think it'd be something good that we could do later on, because you do be coming to the live stream, you a part of this. And you've always made me a part of the music and the Pro Kitchen. So I just want to make sure, if I'm on the live stream and you got the music for it, that's gonna be good because you can always dictate the type of music to put in the chat that can go with the stream, and I think that'll be good as well. Cause I get out here playing the same record, same song and stuff like that. But then also I like to play some records, you know what I mean, and just speak and just try to kind of kick the vibe. Like that's been fun to me as well. Um, So I want to continue to do that because it's certain songs, man, that I could just kind of vibe out, you know what I mean? And this was one of them. I put that on the pen for my next one. Yeah. See, it's records like this, I could just speak through that. You know what I mean? And that's what I did when I made certain songs. Was like I ain't never try to make records for me to rap on. You know what I mean? I was trying to make records for me to talk on, stuff I could play in the background. I'm thinking television, you know what I mean? And that's been my motion right now, you know? To see how can I get out here and get used to speaking and trying to speak to people, trying to introduce myself and let people introduce themselves to me, talking, you know, just the vibe, you know, trying to keep it smooth. So there's certain things I'm still practicing on, you know, trying to get it right. You know, I ain't perfect, you know. Um, but I enjoy just doing this. And this part of it right here has been me, you know, because this is a record that I would like for this. You know, if I could continue to keep that vibe like this, you know, I could do that the whole live stream if I wanted to. You know, that's something I used to watch my dad do when I was young. You know, he's a broadcaster. I used to watch him record his vocals live, speaking, talking to the people. You know, so this is something I've been wanting to do my whole life. So when I get out here and I do it, I feel like I'm fitting in my element. You know, I'm finally here doing something that I enjoy doing. So I met some amazing people doing it. You know, I want to continue to meet amazing people, you know, but I want to make sure that I present myself respectable, you know, before people, before man, but most of all before God. Cruising is fun anytime. Shout out to you. Appreciate you cruising. This ain't your first time. Welcome back to the live stream. Yeah. 5 people in the house. Hopefully we get some more. You know, this is about the time my people start getting up. That sounds good. Reminds me of spoken word production. You know, I started feeling like it really ain't no track I can't talk over. You know what I mean? I done got so comfortable and used to being on my live stream and just talking that's kind of the beat for me. You know what I mean? Because what people don't know, to stay on beat, just talking and trying not to fall off, that's what you do a cappella. You know what I mean? So sometimes I can't read stuff or I can't pronounce stuff. That's fine because I'm still staying in rhythm and on beat to it. So for me to get onto a verse or trying to get onto a record while it's spinning and I'm talking, like that to me is natural. It comes to me very easy because I'm always jumping in and out of rhythm. It's like playing hopscotch, jump rope, you know what I mean? Trying to stay in line to the beat, you know, and stay on course without falling off. So I just wanted to try to mention that, you know, only because it's a skill. I really feel like it is. I kind of learned it just on my way of just being out here doing my live streams. Like I'd never known that if I didn't start making videos and I didn't start just really trying to live stream. I wanted to live stream, but I wanted to be able to talk all the way through my video just because by the end of the video, I want to be able to watch it back and it play straight through without a whole bunch of breaks, without a whole bunch of pauses and me stuttering and all the rest of that. Like it's certain things that come out right if I just stay right there and just speak. You know, and I'm trying to show somebody out there that y'all got it too. Somebody else out there got it as well, you know. That's just what it is, you know. So hopefully, you know, I could be used as an example. You know, that's the only thing I'm out here to do. You know, this ain't about me. You know, I want to make sure that I put that out there as well. You know, I always want to make sure I give glory to God. Make sure that I give glory to His Son, to His Son. I want to come in Jesus' name all the way through, you know, to the end. You know, that's something that I want to do, you know, and I promise you that. You know, I want to make sure I keep His name in my mouth and I don't stop that. You know, that's the main thing. Because sometimes I'll get out here in my flesh and I'll start giving myself a little bit of glory, a little bit of credit, you know, but there ain't no way I can give my credit without giving my credit to the Lord Jesus Christ. So anyway, your vocal tone is natural for speaking and rapping. You know, I don't know. You know, I have so many compliments throughout life, just as far as me speaking. But when I hear myself, I get sick of hearing me. and I do, but I like to hear myself when I speak. It's something about something I'm saying or something about the way I'm presenting it. It's something about it. Hey, the Tribulation Kids. Jesse Emmer, it seemed like you've been really fun on the live stream, regardless if you a mod or not. I think the last time we talked about it, like it was the age, restriction. That I don't think that you met the age restriction. Now I ain't trying to hate on you right now because I noticed that you have come to like the last 6 live streams. So I do want to shout you out and say thank you. But you still ain't listening to me. You still ain't changed the profile picture. Like you gotta change the profile picture for one. And for two, I told you just wait a couple more years and we gonna mod you. We got you. But we do appreciate you still checking in because I know who you are. That's the main thing. Now you get you a profile picture, you start getting you some videos, you start getting some stuff going on your channel. I get out here and I start promoting you, like young or old, like depending on the videos that you make. I used to tell young kids, you know what I mean? I would help them, when I was first getting help because it were people that were helping me. And I love to come out here and allow people to share their content and all the rest of that. Like I don't want to restrict people from their age, but usually when I'm doing the vertical, most of the people that come in here are young, and it just has me on my guard, especially with meeting new people. Like I ain't really accepting to meeting everybody, especially how people come off on me or come to me. You know what I mean? Knowing that you gotta really be careful how you treat people, how you talk to people. You know what I mean? And there's certain things I just don't allow, certain things I don't speak about, certain things is just not important to me. Certain things I just want to make sure I'm being respectful in that area. That's just that. West Cruz, get him out of here. We timed him out before, but this time block him. Let's see, Marie Smith, I love you and hope you have a great day. Thank you for the love. Now I don't know. We can be careful how we using this word love these days, but we do appreciate you. Jess Emmer, say hi. Marie Smith, say hi. Lord have mercy. I don't know how I'm gonna do this, man. I really don't. This is me making up the live stream from the last one, and I'm already almost an hour in, so I ain't tripping. Jamal the GOAT is in the house. Let me do some background checks, man. Like I should have been doing them, but I had a whole bunch of man. Hell no, Jamal. If you don't get your butt up out of here, man, I got to get rid of him right off the top. Hide him, man. He just had Epstein holding a little black boy. Like that wasn't cool, man. Like, I don't. That right there. I have a flu. Okay. Hopefully you get better. Um, I guess people still getting sick these days. And your immune system, you want to try to eat some soup and some stuff that's gonna keep you feeling well. Thank you for checking in. That's all we can really say. Yeah, I don't be knowing where half of these people be finding me at, yo. It's cause I just be live. Like if I just stay out here live, I'll tell you the algorithm just thought all kinds of people. But it's cool because I touch so many different areas in the news when it comes to media that it bring me different people from different um um different what do you call that, different areas of entertainment or of media, different areas of media or stuff like that. Like it's pretty dope to me because you never know where they coming from now, and they sometimes just come in from the vertical or sometimes they come in from my shorts. Like I get people from the shorts as well. And I wanted to get out here and do my shorts at this time because the last live stream busted me, that I had to get out here a little sooner. So now I'm out here doing this when I wanted to do my shorts. So we're gonna see how that's gonna work after this live stream. Like I might jump on my shorts just because I feel like I'm falling behind on the news. And as soon as I fall behind, like it's really hard to keep up with it. It's so much stuff. And then it's like some of the stuff is boring that I have to post, and then it's like I don't want to still miss something passing it up. because it's certain little things that people be saying as reporters that people really need to hear how they said that and how they delivered it and the approach that they took, because we're talking about our world, our society. This is where we live. This is where we raise our children. This is the place that people work. This is the place that people want to feel safe. But as of lately, I'm seeing some things to make me question some things. And I can honestly say, I don't really truly know, but I can honestly tell you that I don't really truly doubt it at all. Much love. I gotta go. Looking forward to the next. I leave y'all with this. John 10:19. I mean 10:9. I am the door. By me, if any man enter in, he shall be saved, and shall go in and out and find pasture. That right there is a good one, because that right there show you right now he's the way. You know, he's the only way in right there. I appreciate you, Johannes Wolfgang Mendes, A me. Wait, A made us. America made us. Shout out to you, and I say shout out to you because you stayed longer than I expected. I didn't know you was still in the background, but I appreciate you sharing that word. You know, because there's some people out there, you know, that would be good for. You know, if we're able to drop seeds, at least they know that we in the name of Jesus. You know, so shout out to you, and you have a wonderful day. You know, God bless you. Thank you for sharing that. Shout out to Monkey Man Productions office. Official. Did you just add that official? I'm just curious to know. Shout out to you. Cheers, legends. Shout out to you. Appreciate you, man. It's been a while since I seen you, but you know it's always good to see you on the live stream. Appreciate you. Welcome back, man. Look, I was out here a little bit earlier, but I dropped my soda, man, and I just didn't know if I was gonna come back out here. C2 Meek, but I did see a couple people that was in the live stream that was saying, "I bet you restream," you know, and a lot of people know how I am. Al Bazil Baller is in the house. Like, look, Ibiza. I see you coming back out here. Look, some of y'all have not got the mod from the first time you was here, and sometimes I would say it's a couple of y'all that's been here a little bit more than 2 or 3 times after. Like that's probably his sixth time coming to the live stream as well. And I do appreciate y'all, but it's just some of y'all is just a little under the age restriction. And C2 Meek, I'm starting to believe you are too, only because you saying hi too much. Like, man, I'm gonna be cool. I'm gonna be cool because this is gonna be my last live stream for the day. Just because I got to get out here and get my news going on, you know. But I wanted to make up my last live stream and try to have as much fun as I can. And even though I'm getting the youngsters coming up in here, they not really messing it up, you know. And it's not. I don't have to block none of them or time them out. You know, I just be needing y'all to slide up out the chat. Like, that's when y'all be getting on my nerves. Like, when you do stuff like that, like, quit saying hi to me. For real. Hi. Now, don't say hi no more. Because people gonna think I'm rude. I ain't trying to be rude. You know, I'm trying to be real serious right now. This is a very serious time. And some of y'all don't understand that. You know, I really need you to start thinking about it. It's really serious. You know, but if you ain't gonna be serious right now, then don't say nothing in the chat. That's just the way it's gonna be. We're gonna need y'all to stay out the chat. Period. Lord have mercy. So nobody got nothing to say? 5 people in the house. 1 hour and 4 minutes in. I ain't in no fast pace. I mean, I ain't in no rush to get up out of here. I'm looking for some more of our friends, but I think they coming up in here and seeing these kids up in here, and they don't want to babysit. Uh, Casher Marquise, what's good, brother? What's good? Welcome back to the live stream. Let me make sure I did go to your channel and get connected with you. I did. Welcome back, man. I'm chilling, man. Trying to meet some new people, man. Trying to get some people into the neighborhood. Trying to get out here and swing my hammer a little bit. What's cracking with you? We got some new people, you know what I mean? They're gonna be coming through when we start getting out here doing longer live streams and we start doing the stream yards and stuff like that. We just trying to get out here and get to meeting people one by one, see if we can add more people in. Some people out here rubbing us wrong, that's cool. You know what I mean? But we rubbing them right back the same. You know what I mean? Pause. No particular way. I'm just saying in general, like certain ways, that's how we move. And it does seem like it's a lot of mods up in here. Certain people, when they new up in here, they see all that blue in the chat, they wondering, should they say something or not? Like, I would tell you to still speak. It's all good. Like, I would show you the love. Like, I ain't trying to come out here and start nothing with nobody or none of that. Like, I shouldn't have to defend myself just to get out here and speak. This is my freedom of speech. This is my place where I can feel very peaceful, and I love to get on the mic. So I get on the mic and I say some things. I try not to be disrespectful, try not to insult nobody, and try not to stir up no drama. Like, you can get out here and say something though. Nah, I'm not gonna lie. People be scared when they see a bunch of my. I'm so. But see, all it takes is this for them to say something once, and then once they say something once, then they can see possibly will mod you. You know what I mean? But then at the same time, I know that it looks like it protects me as well because they see so many different mods in the chat. But little do they know, I barely even know the mods. I don't even know these people. Most of them I don't. I just feel like it was something there that they remember about me that I remember about them, that I do remember certain ones. And actually, I remember almost everybody that I mod. I do. If you get to coming up here, now I know you and my new batch of people. Like, I know you and my new batch. Let's see, Gabe Owners. Do you have any? See what I'm saying, man? They don't be scared to say stuff like that. And then you wouldn't even spell it right. That's the thing. It's just, I don't know how I be feeling about that. Like, some people just get on my nerves. It just really it just irritates my soul. But I ain't tripping. I ain't tripping at all. Only because I'm blessed to be out here to be able to do another live stream. This is my third live stream today. I was not planning on doing three, and just sitting down, it has been hurting my back, but I still like to get out here and move, especially being that you never know who's gonna stop by. Like, I had some cool people stop by today, and it's not even finished yet. I still got probably almost another hour on this live stream, so it could get to popping up in here still. I just got to just get out here and stay here, and take my breaks in between. So let me do that right now. I'm gonna play another Kahana record, if y'all don't mind. Sitting back and chilling. This is the beat that is right here on the pen. If y'all don't mind checking out my man's Kahana, go up over there. He always got new music, always got new premieres. Please get out there and chill with him. Shout out to Ellen Cutie Pie checking in. I appreciate you. Hello, TTK. It's always good to see you, Ellen Cutie Pie. Thank you for being in the house. Give me a second. I'm back in the house. Shout out to the chat, 5 people in the house. Shout out to Ellen Kitty Pie. Shout out to the production kitchen. We appreciate you, Connor. Thank you for the record. Yeah, you can actually see this record right there on the pen. If you want to hear that record again, that's all you got to do is go hit that. Yeah. Shannon Hiverson is in the house. Your chain fire. You gonna come in looking at the chain? You ain't gonna come in and say hi to nobody? Appreciate you saying that. But we can't get you the mod. That we can get you the sub. But I mean, dang, what's going on? You ain't got no videos? So yeah, that's Kahana's track right there. If you don't mind linking up with him in the chat, we will subscribe to your channel though, just in case one day you do decide to get out here and make some videos. Now I don't want to get out here and hate on you, but it's just like when you come in looking at the chain and you ain't gonna say hi first, it's like, dang, what you try to dig in my pockets? You trying to see what's up? Shout out to you. I appreciate you checking in. 4 people in the house, man. 36 likes. If y'all don't mind hitting the like, you don't mind checking in. Where you from? Where you at? Put it in the chat. We're going to try to be out here for about another 30 minutes or so. Try to get it done. If you have not subscribed to my boy Kahana, subscribe. It is right there in the chat. I'm going to take it off the pen just in case. He got another record that play for us a little later. Oops. Did I just take his mod? I think I did. My fault, Kahana. I was trying to take it off the pen just so that we can get out here and move a little bit. Boom. And then try to get something new up there. Like, they ain't gonna want to keep hearing that. And I mess around and play it again. But if you see that we don't have a record right there to spin, then you'll see the next one. What up, though? Good evening and God bless you. 100. Shout out to you. Appreciate you, man. Man, I'm on my 3rd live stream, man. I was doing the last live stream. I was enjoying myself too. I was just starting to get busy. And it just seemed like all the people were starting to check in, everything. And all of a sudden, I dropped my Dr. Pepper, boy. Got on my PlayStation 5. I was like, oh, snap. Packing Heat? Okay, that's the next record. I like that kind of like we got a little something going on right here. Like, okay, I'll put that right there in the queue playlist, you know what I mean? And we'll see, you know what I mean? Like, just remind me sometime. I was thinking, man, you might have to send me the break sometime. You might come in with a record like, Trip, man, here go the record, you know what I mean? Take a break. Only because, like, back in the day when I first got out here and me and Connor first started working together, I used to tell him and Mitch, man, I need to get a 7-minute mix to take a break. What did you play on the PS5? Official? Was it fishing? I don't think they got fishing games on there, do they? Like, I haven't tried that one. I was playing more or less 2K, you know, I 2K all day, you know, but I didn't got to the point where I got tired of playing 2K, and then the way it makes me feel, like I get upset, especially when my shot ain't working. Boy, that's a terrible position to be. But I do have a channel, the Tribulation Network. That's my gaming channel, and I was actually doing like different animation there coming into the year. Like if you go back like to when I first started coming into this year, like I had a whole nother plan, and that's on the Tribulation Network. You know what I mean? I was thinking that it was gonna be a channel that I can grow faster than this one, just because of the animation I started learning how to do. But I have to spend too much time with AI that I decided I don't think I want to do that like that because I don't want to spend much time with AI for one, and then what up, Auntie? I wasn't gonna even say nothing to begin with, but I seen the yo, and I was thinking maybe I'll say yo back, you know what I mean? But then it's like, what up, Auntie? It's like, man, you coming up here disrespecting the kid, and then you young at that, like, you know, we don't even have to keep you in the house, and you think it's funny. Let me just tell you, bye. What's going on with you, Ho Train guy? Appreciate you joining the live stream again. What up with you, Ho? No, just playing. It's just a joke. It's a joke. It's a joke. You know, but appreciate you joining the live stream again. So yeah, man. What up, Unc? I'm back. Blue Polo 719. I'm not gonna block you, but I'm gonna time you up because I'm not your uncle. You know, I just need you just to be a little more respectful. Like you walking around here without a mod to be calling me unk. Like you need to be trying to be on your best behavior. And we already know that you a youngster, you a kid, so we just put you on timeout just long enough that you can hear what I'm saying. We need you to be a little more respectful when you come up in here. Period, point blank, bottom line. Eyes of 28 channels in there. Now that is the original channel right there. Eyes of 28 channel. Welcome back. Hong Kong is in the building. That's one of my good friends right there. One of my top BFFs on the job. What's going on with you? I was like, you don't even come through no more. Like, dang, it feel good to finally have you in the house. Dang. Look, how's the stream been going? When I was gone, man, my stream is like running. My stream is the same stream every time. What up? What up? Channel? It's Tribulation Network, the Tribulation Network, TTN, the Tribulation Network. And that right there is what I came into the year doing. Like, if you go to my live streams are like documented, but every live stream is like the same live stream, like nothing different. You're going to see certain ones that are here now, you'll see them there then. You know what I mean? Like most of these people, like Eyes of 28 channel, she's just coming back around this particular month, but she been here for the last 3 years. Kahana been here. You know, there's a lot of people that you met earlier. You know, I was saying, what up, Tox channel 68? Oh, you talking about? I was saying, what up, Tox channel 61? I didn't see no Tox channel 61. Did I miss something? Are you in two different live streams? Um, I don't know, but I'm just saying in general, just in case. I was just saying I came into the year doing something different, and I felt like God was gonna move me on something else. Sorry, busy BFF in my new life. Boy, I'm proud of you in your new life. I don't want you to ever mistake that, you know. And I need your husband to know as well. Like I'm happy to see you happy, you know, and trying to move on. You're growing up. You know, I had a chance to see you grow up into, you know, womanhood and what you're gonna do next, you know. And I'm just saying, you know, it feel good to hear from you. I'm glad when you check in. I met a lot of people from you. You know, if you're gonna get off YouTube, send your people over here. Even if you don't get off YouTube, I need you to send your people over here. Like Ozzy, they look up to you. Send them over here. Dang. When you start to promote me, you used to be out there promoting me. Look, send your new friends. The old friends, they done moved on in life. You did too. Like, send me your people before you go. That's funny. I'm telling you, like, y'all don't even know, boy. I had like 7, 8 BFFs out there in Hong Kong because of her. I'm serious. All her friends were mine. I'm telling you, not mine. I mean, they my BFFs. You know? I'm just saying, like, we were all cool, you know, and they always supported me, but she was one of them. But, like, she took my channel anytime I was going live, and she was sending people over here and all the rest of that, you know, but she done moved on with her life. And then when, look, my husband back to America. He went back to Maryland. Okay, tell him to hit me up. You know what I mean? I'll come through. I'm just playing. I'm just playing. Cause one day it was a plan that I would go. I was supposed to go to her wedding. Like I was gonna go to the Philippines. That was a plan. But some way, somehow, I didn't make it out there. Hi, I'm back. Um, Diamond Dove Love, we appreciate you joining the live stream. You coming back to the live stream. Welcome back. Maybe future, I'll visit you there. I know. I see. That's the thing. I was getting ready to say that. Look, I just in Vegas in January. Oh, for real? Where you from? I never asked you. But I was gonna say I was supposed to have went to Hong Kong for her wedding, you know what I mean? But it just didn't work out like that. But I already knew one day in meeting her that one day I'll meet her in person. Like that's somebody in another country. Like I look for her to come here one day. I'm just saying, like I just know that about her. You know what I mean? Because I was really close to her. Like that was one of my BFFs. Like, I was really close to Isaac because all of them look at me like a big brother. Like a lot of people don't know. Like Isaac would tell you, Isaac, how many BFFs did I have out here on YouTube at one time? Just tell the truth. I tried to ask Kahana before, but he tried to act like he didn't know. But I'm just gonna tell the truth. Over the years of me being out here, in the last 4 years, I had over 200 BFFs out here on YouTube, and that is the strength. That is the truth. I lie to you not. And it's some of them that can clarify it for me. You know what I mean? Not to get out here and like say that or anything, but I was like the community best friend, like everybody best friend. You know, everybody. You know, that's what they used to recognize me by. You know what I mean? That was either the name that they would call me. They would call me BFF or they call me Trib. But when I first started out here, if you go back to my old content, I used to tell people call me D-Nell. You know what I mean? Like I was getting out here, tell everybody my name is D-Nell, D-Nell, D-Nell. But some of them got to know me personally, like Ozzy, she called me D or Darnell, you know what I mean? Like, she knew me outside of this, you know what I mean? But what I'm trying to say is, I started out here telling people call me D-Nell. It was the people that started calling me Trib. Like, that was never my plan to be called Trib, you know, or even BFF. Like, it started from one, you know, and the way that happened. It's a long story with that, but it's documented. You know what I mean? Like every time I met people out here, it's certain people that stuck to me because we got content together. Like they've been making me help me make my content along the way for a long time. You know, but it's just like that's what they know me by, just going loud. Like they just used to like to see me come out here and laughing and smiling. And a lot of them never seen a person like that. And I was so addicted to the live stream that I would go live so much that they got used to seeing me live all the time. You know what I mean? But then it got to a point in my life, just going through life, you know what I mean, where I just needed a break to find myself and pick myself back up on a journey, you know what I mean? Just falling and having so many different things happening in my life, you know, that I took a year off. And that year, you know what I mean, was a year that it seemed like everybody was out here separating, going their way anyway. You know, so for me to come back this year is me coming back like on my full year, full strength. So this is like my 5th year. Let me tell you, the beef is real between Michigan and Ohio. Now I need you to meet my man Bird because when Bird come in the house, he know about that beef and he from that side in that area around there. Shout out to BDBGP. 313 Bone Collector. Like I don't know why I said Bone Collector. 313 Collector. I don't know if you got a chance to meet BDB. He one of the most professional dudes out here that I had a chance to meet when it comes to that platform and comes to people. You know what I mean? Like he good people. You'll always hear me speak high about him. You know, but he a community dude. Like he the one keep the community together. He always keeps something going. He very professional as far as structure, as far as making sure that stuff stays recent. Like you ain't gonna never see him with some unrecent content. Shout out to my cousin coming in the door right there. Big cousin tapping in on my break. Shout out to you, Packy. Love you, bro. Thank you for always looking in on me. You know what I mean? That's my little cousin, but I appreciate you a whole lot. You know, I'm still out here. As long as you know, this is my 3rd one today. You know, and they been almost 2 hours. So starting to get out here and moving to try to help build in the community. And a lot of these are my friends, you know what I mean? Shout out to BDBGP and shout out to Eric B coming in the door. That's another one of my friends. Like I would tell people to connect with Eric. Eric do the Bible studies and you're gonna see him and I doing Bible studies out here soon. On his channel and on my channel. You are a blessing in my life, cuz yeah, I love you, man. I need you to know only because, you know, it was Aunt Rita that told me, you know what I mean? It was always gonna be somebody in our family that's a man of God. She said it's gonna be one of them roughins. I think it's you. She told me that when I spoke at D funeral, you know, she walked up to me and she said it was gonna be one of us roughing boys, but she said it was me. And I just want to say that only because I feel like I'm her favorite anyway. You know what I'm saying? Only because everybody else call her Noni, you know what I mean? But I call her Aunt Rita. It's different, you know what I mean? Like I still call her Noni and everything. She did love, but she treated me different. Like I just want to say that just because my cousin in the house, yo. You enjoy your the rest of your day at work, and thank you for being a blessing as well. Shout out to Shed Light Upon Darkness, only because he came back again. Wasn't you here when I dropped my soda? Man, I was too upset. I was too upset, man. I ain't gonna front. I was mad. You know what I mean? I had to get up off this joint. Hopefully, I did it right, champ. What you mean? What you did? Oh, yeah, that's how you do it. That's how you share your content right there. Check out Shed light upon darkness. He out there. That's some fresh content, I believe. I hope that ain't no old video. It is fresh, right? If I try to tell him how to share his content, you know what I mean? And if y'all don't mind checking out his content, y'all leave something, leave a comment, you know what I mean? Like you ain't gotta say it in my name and Tribulation sent me and none of that, you know what I mean? Just no. Hashtag Tribulation sent me, yeah. Yeah, that's how we do it out here. Like, yeah. So y'all know where y'all met each other at, straight up. You know what I'm saying? Give me some type of love. Yeah, I ain't gonna send no raid or nothing like that. But if you wait just a little bit, like I got a couple friends that might check in the next hour if I'm here. We might get somebody up over there. I'm just saying, we do got some people that do a raid. It's called a rent a raid. I might have to pay for it, but they run a service. Okay, cool. Look, it's a blessing to have family and faith, cause I'm breaking generational curses. Yo, that's deep because I really had a lot of family in the faith, man, and you know, at the same time, I ain't had a lot of friends in the faith as well. You know, it's been a lonely journey, you know, but I'm glad God did that to me because it made me depend on Him. I don't know why that meant something to me right there. Like I had to hold that one in. You know, you know how many people I only wish they heard me. You know, it's some people I prayed for, man. I'm talking about they was dead. You know what I mean? And just, you know, they came out and that wasn't their belief. You know what I mean? I can't change the way people feel. You want them to believe because you know the truth, you know, and it'd be great to have your family follow you. But I'll tell any new believer, like, ministering to your family is probably gonna be the hardest thing you're gonna ever do. You know what I mean? Because they're gonna always look at you in the life that you've been through. They're gonna always judge you before they judge what God has done for you and bringing you out. Like, it's hard for people to believe that God changes people and that God is inside of people. Like, greater is He inside me. Like, people don't understand that. Check out the Blessed This Conversation podcast if you looking for the good word. You got something? What's it called? This Conversation podcast. If you looking for a good word, let's see. Bammy. Boy, look here. Some people they take away from the narrative, and I don't mind you taking away from the narrative only because you know God's still gonna be able to do His work. You just doing some work for somebody else. You know what I mean? Like I'm sitting out here just showing the love. We trying to motivate one another. We trying to stick together as best we can. You know, that's the only way we're gonna get it done. Like if we get out here and we start talking about some real stuff, like No King's Day, like dude, anybody in my chat know what No King's Day is? Because I didn't know what it was until I seen somebody posted something online and I had a chance to see it and look into it then. No King's Day is March 28th, and people don't even know that's this weekend. You're gonna look up and see people protesting all over the world. And you're gonna wonder why. Why? Because you're not paying attention to life. Like, it's a lot of people out here trying to pay attention to life. Like, we see something going on. If you don't see nothing going on, you need to stand to the side and go with the rest of the people that don't see nothing going on. Like, I want to take life as serious as I can. Like, I'm tired of being lied to, and I will not get out here and be deceived. I do know scripture. I want to know some more, and I feel like God gonna bless me with some more just because He gonna feel the desires of my heart. Man can't shut these doors. We see it. Man can't shut these doors that God is opening for me. And I'm telling you, I'm about to bring some word here to get people fed. I'm about to bring something here, you know what I mean? And I can guarantee you it's going to be good to y'all because it's going to be good to me. And I'm going to tell you, I'm going to allow God to use me as an example and put me out there in my shame, my humility, and put me out there in front of people, regardless of what they think about me or judge me or how they feel. I ain't going to care about none of that. Why? Because I know my God is real and I want Him to show you how real He is through me if He can use me. And I know He can because He's used me before. But I just want to say it to somebody out there that ain't never been used. Like, if you don't know, stand to the side because there's somebody that else knows out there. You know what I mean? And if you know out there, I need you to move. I need you to start getting in your praise because you're going to start seeing a lot of people mourning out here, crying and in pain. And they ain't going to know how to face the stuff coming to this world, the stuff that you're going to have to see. It's going to be a time of sorrow like never before, and you ain't going to understand understand it until it hits home close to you. Let's see. Just imagine if many of us walked in one accord. It would be awesome. Yeah, but you always gonna find one. Let me say this before I go into Bone Collector. This is somebody always told me. You're gonna find one that's gonna deny you. You're gonna find one that's gonna crucify you. You're gonna find one that's gonna persecute you. And you're gonna find one that, I know I said it in the wrong order, but you're gonna find one that's gonna turn against you. It's always one in the bunch. You know what I'm saying? That he looking for your downfall. He looking to take your place. He looking to see how can he steal from you? How can he turn you over? The Bible said that then they will deliver you up for affliction and kill you. You know what I mean? Like that means something to me. That don't mean nothing to a lot of people out there. You know, you're gonna go before kings and governors. You're gonna stand before them. You know, and don't worry about what to say. And look, this is what's gonna bless you, Ray. Don't worry about what to say, because the Father is gonna use your mouth. The Father. Then you know it's gonna be bold. It's gonna come out real loud. They're gonna hear it. Because I've heard the Son. I've heard him whisper. I've heard him talk to me before. You know what I mean? I've had that sign to know that he's real, but that's not what I did to believe. I believe by faith. I believe without seeing. That's going to bless me right there. That's going to bless you right there, because you don't see it, but you walking in faith. That faith right there, you continue to let that faith grow from the size of a mustard seed. Just continue to let it grow. Man, forget what they talk about. They ain't saying nothing. They ain't walking in faith. They ain't got no faith. They ain't got no belief. Look, I'm ready to die for my Lord and Savior. I'm telling you, man, if you read Revelation 6, you're going to see yourself. You know what I mean? And then I will read in some other stuff, and it's showing like God is going to give you the crown of life. All you got to do is overcome. Overcome? He said, be faithful unto death. You know what I mean? If that's what God wants for us, why does people seem like they scared to die for Christ, like the same way he died for us? I don't understand it. Like, I don't love life that much that I'd be afraid to die for my Lord and Savior. Like, you get out here saying Jesus' name to upset and offend them, they'll come looking for you. How do I know? Because the Bible tells me so. Them men were slain for teaching in that name. They were slain. Didn't we strictly tell you not to teach in that name? What name? The name that got power. The name that got grace. You could slay all them demons out there with that name, but you got to know your authority. You got to be able to stand up in your faith. If you ain't got no faith, how you gonna move out here? It's gonna come to a point where you're gonna have to have your faith. I need people to know. If you ain't got no faith, it's gonna be hard to stand. The Bible tell us to stand. It tell us to overcome. If you go to Ephesians and it talk about putting on the full armor of God, it say doing everything you can to stand. Everything. I'm ready to die for my Lord and Savior. Look, he says, come boldly to the throne. Boy, what you talk about, Packy? Boldly to the throne. Boy, boy, Packy, let me find out. Let me find out. Because you know that person that was dead, that was alive. God healed that person, and you know it like I know it. I just won't say no names. I won't tell you who I'm talking about, because in your heart, you know who I'm talking about. Let's see, backyard sports. You having a good day? Yeah, I'm good. I'm Gucci, all the way Gucci. I've been good for a long time. Like, my God is good to me, and he blessed me right now because my family in the house. You know what I mean? Like, look, like I told people, man, it's gonna always be hard to try to get your family saved. Like, it's hard for any man to get out there and preach to their own family, but you got to be heard in a way that they can accept it. You got to watch your approach, but you got to approach because you don't want none of their blood to be on your hands. You know what I'm saying? It was too many opportunities that you had to give the gospel, and what he's given to you. God has given each one of us a measure of faith, but he's given each one of us a message. We got to get out there and start using that message he's giving us. Otherwise, you holding that message in, and you're going to get in front of him, and he's going to ask you, what'd you do with that I gave to you? Depart from me, you evil servant of iniquity. Shout out to Osang Like, I've been always messing up on your last name from day one. You know what I mean? But that's my people's right there. I appreciate you, Osane. God bless you, and I appreciate you still listening to me. That's somebody that used to listen to me 3 years ago. You know, still checking in, and she know I know who she is. What up, bro? I like your lights. Y'all, so I appreciate. I'm still in a fight with the flesh, but I'm getting that fight. You know, but I don't want you to beat yourself up. We all in that fight. You know what I mean? And you need to know it's gonna be an hour of temptation coming that's gonna even be harder for us. And that flesh is the one thing that, man, look, if we get up out this flesh, boy, look here, we gonna be free. But who the son set free is free indeed. Like, I gotta say that. He didn't already set us free. We gotta just believe it. We gotta let these things manifest. He's already healed some of us out here. Like, some of us is still feeling hurt. Like, that's just that thorn in your side to remind you that it's there. That pain is not real. Like, I need people to know that all this is just fading away. Like, it's not real. This is the shadow. Your shadow's the real life. I'm gonna say it like that, I guess. You know what I mean? But there's another side of us. I need people to know there's something else inside of us. You know, this flesh, it's gonna feel good to get up out of it. You know what I mean? No more pain. Like, some of us need to get to that place where you feel that manifestation taking place. Like, I'm one of them people. I had multiple back surgeries. You know what I mean? I know what pain. Sometimes I'm sitting here talking to y'all in pain. But I know how that feels. Look, I love giving tracks to. You know what? That's a great ministry, and I feel like I can get out there and do that too, you know, but I just want to make sure I'm lined up enough to face people. Like, that's a great ministry though. If you get out there and you give out chats, like, there's it's also a good way to, you know, have a conversation with people if you like people. I will say, as long as you can get out there and you don't feel bad with rejection, like, you will get rejected from a person like me, especially if I'm like, you coming up here preaching to me, like, let's see what you believe. You know what I mean? And I don't like to be like that. Like, God ain't gonna bless me with the wisdom when I get out here and act like I'm smarter than somebody or above somebody, more educated than somebody. I gotta look down on somebody for what they don't know, for how they interpret it, or how they, you know what I mean, how they approach. Like, I'm always gonna look at, do you love? That's the main thing. There's so many people out here trying to correct people, but they don't know how, no love. Like, don't want to correct me, correct yourself. You see me out here saying something, are you willing to come out there and say something? I just wanted to say that only because I'm thinking about somebody in my mind. Like, you only want to correct somebody. Like, you can't sit in the background waiting to correct somebody when they wrong, because you wrong. Period. Hello, 6381. Who's a 6381? Like, I be missing who he be saying hi to. Like, I think he on another line. I'm always telling people who rejected, have a blessed day. And the Lord told me to do my part, and I will do the sorting out. I'm telling you, that's the way it worked right there. You know what I mean? The wheat and the tares. You know, let him do it. And that's how I feel like getting out here. He the same thing. You setting them seeds. As long as you setting them seeds, you gonna find the right heart to bury that seed. Somebody else gonna water it. They gotta just get it somewhere. That seed is on good ground. Like, a lot of people, that seed ain't going on good ground. It's a verse up in there I'm thinking about. I wish somebody could drop it, you know what I mean? But it there's different grounds for that seed to go. And sometimes that devil waiting right there for that seed to get planted. And there he go. Just like the birds will come and eat the seed from the ground. It's the same way that they do the word. You know what I mean? He try to choke that word out of the new believer. That's why the new believer, it is a must that if you just now give your life to Christ and you just now starting to follow the faith, that you stay in that word and you stay around people that are passionate about the word, that are true believers, because it's so easy for you to get pulled. Nora Ball, Bastro, love and care. Yo, I want to say, Nora, I remember you. I just want you to know that. And it's a blessing that you're here. And I know that you love the Lord. That's how you remember me. You know, we met a long time ago. I know you used to say something about my granddaughter. That's how I know. I think I want to say I met you through Pinky Gray or through L Yang and them. Like I think it was through L Yang. It was a group of people, but somehow, some way, I remember you because I think you changed your profile picture. It was another profile picture that I don't think of, but I remember Nora. And I was thinking about it the other day because I was thinking, I wonder when she came, did she remember me? Because I'm sure she think I probably didn't remember her. So I just want to say hello to you and welcome back to my live stream. Shout out to Dark Horse. That's good people's right there. One of my new people. Good to see you. Shout out to Osang. Um, Timmy Tough Knuckles. Um, what it's people in this world. I just don't understand it. I just don't. It's just I love live streaming and I love people. But sometimes y'all take away from the live stream. Like y'all don't make the live stream even enjoyable because you take advantage of being behind the keys and you take advantage of not being seen, not having a profile. You take advantage of you not talking, you not being able to talk about anything. Like you hide and you never be yourself. Like I could see if you came in here being yourself and that's just what it was. But some of y'all just come up in here just to be a distraction. And I really want to say, like, I'm really, really worried about people like y'all. You know what I mean? Because, like, it be times I'm talking or saying something, like, we probably feeling that, and you come out of nowhere to make me look and read the chat. And when I read the chat, I'm so disappointed just with hear these kids go again or hear somebody go that just ain't got no sense. Like, do y'all understand that we gonna be held accountable for every word that come out our mouth and every idle thought? I don't think people understand that. You know what I mean? Do you understand that God is gonna sell us over to the lust of our heart? Like if you got a lustful heart, like your heart, that's what you're gonna be living with. When you trying to find God, like he gonna really turn away from people. You know what I mean? Like, do you understand that when his spirit leaves the earth, like you gonna be looking for the love of Christ to help give you peace in your life and you not. That's that's exactly where I was getting ready to go. The reprobate mind, like that's the one thing you don't never want to have is to ever be a reprobate. Now, shh, cooking, shh, I'm cooking. Is in the house again, dropping them gifts. I appreciate you again. Shh. Now, I just want to make sure I say that just because the reprobate, like I had a YouTuber out here that tried to tell people, it was a homosexual. That is not just a reprobate, and I don't believe that is a reprobate. I just wanted to make sure I say that only because I don't want to get out here to teach people, but I could just tell you it's the lust of your heart. You know what I mean? And you don't want to get out here just being so lustful towards men or women, or just um lustful towards things. It could be material things like money. Some people are driven certain kind of way. That's why I kind of back up from a lot of things, a lot of people, just because I don't ever want to be considered a reprobate in no kind of way. And for y'all to just not know because my people perish for a lack of knowledge, and the gospel is foolishness to those perishing. I would just tell you there's some things that you should really look into that is very important that you do because it might just be pointing the finger at you, and you don't want it to point the finger at you when you can make the change. It just takes free will to turn away. Yeah, it's my big lust for women. Is my biggest problem. Man, your problem and everybody else is like at least you like women. These dudes out here liking men. Shucks. I don't see how that works. Like you can't reproduce like that. Like I need you to know that. Like y'all can't have kids. I'm just saying did not intend it to be like that, Adam and Steve. You know what I mean? Like I just need to make sure that I say something about that. Only because, like, it seemed like the agenda was to turn men's thoughts to think that that's okay, and that's what it was that was intended for man. And I ain't trying to diss none of them because I do got family and friends that's been out there like that, and some people have tried to change their life, and I will say it's a very hard thing to get out of that. But I don't never want to count them out It ain't no different from crack and cookies. I just want to make sure that sometimes people are coming out of that life and it is really hard for them. You know, no different than the addict of anything you're addicted to. You know what I mean? Drugs or alcohol or anything else. So don't count them out because a lot of people do. And they don't treat them with love. And I don't want to call them them. You know what I mean? Because they people as well. You know, but it's a certain way that we should address it and a certain way that we should talk about it. But to act like they have a never forgiven sin, like I don't think it's like that. Like God is a loving God. You know, and it make my God seem so mean and not kind. You know, he's love y'all. Like there ain't no way that I could ever get out here to bash y'all or put anybody down. And that's for anybody going through anything with sin, anything you going through with lust. Like I deal with lust too. I'm a live streamer in real life and in real life reality. I see people too. And you do see beautiful women, yeah, but you know it's off limits. You can't even say hello because they gonna get offended. Like, you know what I'm saying? You want to make sure you be cool. I'm just saying, just yeah, I smoke weed. I don't look down on the cocaine. Well, that's what I'm saying. We ain't knocking nobody, you know, and that's the thing. It's God that takes things from man. Like sometimes our flesh is weak, and that was the whole point. Is that our flesh is weak, but our spirit is willing. If you feed that inner man, that's why I want to get out here with scripture, start helping feed people that we can start building our inner man, that we're able to fight these addictions, and we're able to fight those thoughts. We're able to bring those thoughts captive. I stopped smoking weed last year. Shout out to Lark. I've been watching you in the chat move. I haven't had a chance to speak back to you, but I see you. You got 10 subscribers. I will say you got 11 now. You don't have no videos, so I can't just drop you the mob, but I do like you in the conversation. It does seem like you are actively listening. Cold Sad Toast. He say he can, but he doesn't always. Um, Cold Sad Toast. Um, I don't know exactly what you're saying yet, but we gonna need you to continue to check in, just like Lark Vanderpool. You know, we gonna get you associated out here in these streets. Just be on your best behavior when you come through, and people won't delete you or time you out. You don't have no life jacket out here, and that's the thing. Like we trying to get people life preservers, life jackets. That when you on this side of town, like the mods don't just get you for being disrespectful. I was upset because someone did something horrible. Do you have a cloud page? No, actually I don't. I don't. I'm not out here with the music. I'm just really not. Any music that I do have up, it will be on Pandora. All music platforms, I do have music. And you can find a lot of the music right here on this channel. You just got to go back in my history. You can find a lot of different videos I did. I've been live streaming since I first began in my first month. I'm a live streamer. That's what I really have learned to find out to do when it comes to music. I'm just not involved or interested as a being a desire anymore. I like to live stream. I like to get out here, have fun. I like to laugh. I like to meet people. I love people. I have a passion for people. I felt as a rapper, if I was to ever make it, it'd keep me away from people. You know, I wouldn't want to be around people as much. You know, but I will say, I'm more direct as a live streamer. 15 people in the house. I appreciate all 15 of y'all checking in. LeBron is my GOAT, said hi. Appreciate you, Cole Sad Toast. I don't understand how God can forgive that. He sent me an answer of he can, but he doesn't always give me the peace I needed. Shout out to Cole Sad Toast. I appreciate the gift. It looked like you just dropped some crap in the chat, but we appreciate the gift. Um, I I would say sometimes you can't go to God asking for something. If you're gonna ask for something He's giving you. He's giving you his spirit. You know what I mean? Ask him to just strengthen your spirit, to strengthen your inner man. You know, ask him for things that you can actually need. Like quit using it like a genie in a bottle to say, I need you to do this, I need you to do that. Lord, you want to ask for the wisdom, ask for the knowledge, ask. to learn how to talk to him. Shout out to Eric B. Shout out to I'm cooking. It's still in the house sending gifts. I appreciate it. Why you cut off your braids? You asking certain questions you didn't have to ask. Somebody got you up out of here. Who was that got on Eric B? Didn't like that question. How is your day been? LeBron is the GOAT. He's all right. It's all right. For real, that's true. What was I talking about? I forgot. I was gonna go back to it though, cause I was feeling it just for a minute ago. But I had to get in the chat. Seek the kingdom first, and the author. Yes, sir. What is it? Seek the kingdom of God and His righteousness, and all these other things will be added. Wait. Seek the kingdom of God and His righteousness. Seek ye first the kingdom of God and His righteousness, and all of these other things shall be added. And I think that's a beautiful thing, man. Like God first. You know, a lot of y'all just start adding God in what you do. A dude told me a while ago, add Jesus in everything you do. You know, I don't care if you're going on a date with your lady. You know, y'all going to do something, whatever. Bring Jesus with you. You know, there's a peace that comes with you. You know what I'm saying? There's a blessing that comes with him. You know what I mean? It's something that he does. It's just that you show him that I don't forget you nowhere, no time. You always invited into my life. You always invited into my heart. And you'll find yourself talking different to yourself. You'll find yourself, you know, constantly praying, it seems like. You'll find yourself always with a repentant heart. You'll find yourself being a little more positive. Try not to curse in your mind. Like, I can't not curse in my mind. That is something I cannot do because I feel like I'm always in fellowship with the spirit going on inside of me. Like God is always preaching to me. Like I don't understand how I can get out here and curse knowing that I'm hearing something else in my head, you know, and it's lifting me up. It's motivating me. It's giving me the strength to get out here to speak. He's putting something inside me, you know, and I love that. You want the link for Bible study tonight? Um, what time is the Bible study? Like, let me just get at least a couple hours just to lay off my feet for a second. Like, I feel like my back is hurting, boy. Faith without action is dead. Faith without works is dead. And you know what? People need to put more action to their faith. You know what I mean? Like, you gotta work your faith. That's the main thing. Like, most people don't have no faith. That's one thing that the Bible always talked about. Jesus always saying, "Ye a little faith." You know what I mean? Like people don't have the faith to move mountains. People don't have the faith to heal the sick. People don't have the faith to cast out demons. Like, yo, y'all ain't never seen a demon. Cast it out and you ain't got no authority. You don't know your authority. You don't know your place. 17 people in the house. Eric B, I think I need to come there for the Bible study. What time is the Bible study? I definitely need to just sit down and take a break. I'm gonna be off my live stream soon, but I like where it's going right now. But if y'all can connect to Eric B in the chat, and Eric B, if you don't mind putting a link out there for the Bible study, because I'll come by and kick it for sure. I love to be in the chat listening, you know, but eventually I'm gonna have to join that joint, you know what I mean, and take part in breaking bread so that I can eat as well. And I don't mind coming up over there and doing it, but I know you have a structure of how you usually do things. But we gonna also be starting to do Bible studies here probably next month, and Eric gonna be a part of that. And I'm gonna need you to help me with that because I'm gonna get out here on these live streams with the word, and we're gonna start chopping it up. Seven, let's see. So is that 6 o'clock my time? That's 2 hours from now. I'm coming through. You know I'll be late, but I'm coming through it. I ain't gonna take a nap. I'm gonna try not to take a nap. Let me see. I recently had several suicide incidents in my area. I think it's spiritual warfare. Do you have any suggestions to combat that in my local community? That's serious when it comes to spiritual warfare because the devil come in regions and he be in areas like people are assigned to people. You know what I mean? Especially when it comes to these demons, like they got assignments out here on people. You know, and it's people like that. I don't even want to respond to it. I'm gonna leave it alone. What I would say is get with just some people in your area that are into spiritual warfare. If you are into it, you could do it from home and actually get to praying and going into the spirit and actually praying stuff, off of your home and your area, your family, and making sure y'all good. But if you are not equipped for it, like I wouldn't tell you to get out there and try to go do it yourself. But God does know your heart, and if you have it as a desire, he gonna fulfill the desires of your heart. Seek ye first the kingdom of God and his righteousness. All these things should be. I think it's seek ye first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and he will fill. What is it to fill your desire? That's not it. All these other things should be added. I'm trying to think. He will fill the desires of your heart. There is one though. Look, you want the link for Bible study tonight? Did we talk about that one? Pray. Let's see, faith without act. Okay, yeah. The cool beans. Like that, Pac. I started praying over the area while I walk my dog every day. Yeah. That's a good way right there. Faith is what kept me alive, boy. Was faith is what got me here though. I activated my faith. I've always known that it's dead without works. People use the scripture to say, but you got to get out there and work to have um, faith. But they try to make it seem like you got to have works in order to get you into heaven and all the rest. I don't know what people be teaching no more. I just don't. I stopped following everybody else. Like, look, God got something lined up and planned for me. I try to go with that, but I wouldn't tell people not to go to the church. You want to go somewhere that you can actually be fed. Like if you're not feeding yourself, like don't depend on you to feed yourself. You need to really be disciplined and getting your butt to an open platform that allow you to come in on Bible base. Especially if they got Bible study or if they got a pastor that bring you the word and all the rest of that. Shout out to Cole Sad Toast for the gift. I appreciate you. But I'm making sure, I'm telling y'all, don't let nobody walk you away from the church. Christ loved the church, and you can actually go up in there and get equipped for some things. You can get some good word. I will never tell you not to go in fellowship, with the body of Christ, but I would tell you to get somewhere around people that are actually equipped, and to help you walk in your purpose. Some of these people will really help you get to where you need to go. I know somebody that's gonna help me get to where I need to go. I'm waiting for God to open some things up for me, but I'm being patient for it because I already know it's already worked out. I need some of y'all to know it's already worked out. You need to just continue to believe. If I just continue to walk in faith, it's gonna manifest. It's gonna come true. It's gonna come to light. It's already here. I'm believing it before it happens. I'm thanking you, Lord, in advance. Thank Him in advance. But stop wanting stuff from him. You know what I mean? Like, do you want something that is for your good? Like, do you want something that's gonna empower you or help you to just say something to somebody else that is gonna empower them, encourage them? Like, what do you want from him? You know, everybody wants something. Sign me up. Look, hey Trip, what's going on, Aiko? Shout out to you. Welcome to the live stream, Ike. I appreciate you joining the live stream again. It's always good to see you stop by, even by yourself without your friends. It's good to see you in the house. Hey man, it's my friend. Hey man, it's my friend Chris. Sent birth. You saved his. You saved his with the stream a few days ago. Can you wish him a happy birthday, but with enthusiasm? Shout out to Chris Sanchez. I don't know what I did to help, but if it helps you in any way find the Lord Jesus Christ, I thank you for allowing your friend to come up in here and tell me to wish you a happy birthday. Hope you have a happy birthday, sir. Now, I hope y'all ain't out here playing. Like, what? Like, that bless me. Don't come up here playing with me. You, Chris Sanchez, or him, a cup. I need both of y'all to know. Don't come up here playing with me. What you think about Ice? I don't. I really don't. I have no comment for that. Zier Thompson, boy, he be trying to come to the live stream. Thank you again, Cole Sad Toast, again for the clutch gift. Shh, I'm cooking. It's nice with Pepsi. Shout out to what's this? Yastin Ayala. Hey, bro, I'm back. I kind of remember your profile from earlier, but you didn't get the mod earlier, so shh, I'm cooking times two. I appreciate you for your gifts. You ain't gonna get no trouble, right? Like you out here sharing. You been sharing a lot. You know what I mean? I don't know how much you're showing, but you been so sharing. Like I ain't gonna have to give it back, right? I'm just curious to know. Only because you generous, and you know what I mean. Your generous spending ain't gonna get you in trouble, right? It's legal, right? Just curious to know. You out here showing you got big pockets, big balling. No, I'm just playing. She generous. He or she. I don't know. I don't know. Love you, cuz I'm heading back to work. All right, man. Enjoy your day. Yo, before you go, we got a cousin that's gonna be in town. Um, Thursday to Monday. I already talked to Keith about it. But they'll be here this weekend. I might get out this weekend or whatever, but we might have a family dinner. I don't know. But I just want to let you know that we gonna have some family in town. So I just wanted to let you know. See, a little British humor. I couldn't care less about Ice either. Yeah, but I don't mean no harm. It's a he. Well, I'm just saying, yo, profile look like a she. And it looked like a she that is only 16, 17, 13. But I appreciate it, you know what I mean? And you ain't gonna get in trouble, right? Like, look, your parents ain't gonna come asking for it back. Cool. I'm off Friday and Saturday. Man, look, just in general, man, I think we should start keeping in contact. You know what I mean? And especially if you saying what you saying, just in general, I just need you in the live stream, really. You know what I mean? As long as I got you here, you keep living your life, man, and you keep walking in faith. But you need to know God gonna fix you up to talk to somebody as well. You know what I mean? Like it's something in you, it's something that is in me. It's something in a lot of us, you know. And you know who I was talking about. So if you don't know who I was talking about, run it back, and you'll see what I said. And that right there, my friend, the truth, because you know. But I ain't gonna say nothing. It's a cartoon. Yeah, it's a cartoon. But when people see it, they gonna think that's what you into, and they gonna think that that's who you are, and they gonna think that's how old you are in general. So I just need you to know. Tabitha Smith is in the house. Hi, I remember you. Welcome back to the live stream. I'm 51, brother. Okay, let's get you up in here. You gonna be good. Larkin been chilling. He been, hanging out. Oh, my bad. No, you good. You good. I'm watching who I'm dealing with, especially these youngsters that's been coming in the live stream as of lately. They think that they're gonna get a mod, and they not. They not. Look, my parents support you. Your parents, like your parents be coming through. Like, who is you? But I do get people, their parents do come in as well. And that's what I'm saying. Like, I do get some youngsters up in here, and sometimes, it'd be good for some of y'all young kids, if y'all tell your parents or ask your parents, how does it feel about, how do they feel about you coming and hanging out with grown people? I need that to be. Hey, man, good energy. You got a good vibe. Let me see your hairline, you chocolate doorknob. See, y'all just gonna let this stuff come up in my chat. Y'all see it before I see it. And all these mods, and y'all gonna let them get away with that? Y'all thought it was funny, huh? Y'all were gonna see how I respond, huh? Man, get them out of here. Shucks. Hide. I ain't even gonna. I ain't even gonna delete them up out of here. Now, I could tell you right now, we do have some people building in here. We got some people having some fun. That's all cool. But it is time for me to take another break, and Kahana does have something already in here. So we're going to put that on the mix. 14. You got all this money out here. You only 14? You've been supporting though. I can't just take your mind. I'm just saying. It's different for you. Give me a second, y'all. Yeah, I'm in the house. Shout out to Dominic in the UK. Hold on, let me just stop this. Hold on. Let me find out Dominic is in the house. Shh, I'm cooking. Man, hold on now. You got some fat pockets over there, little man. Like, hold on now. You gonna get in trouble. You know what I mean? You showing everybody you out here balling, flashing, throwing all that bread out there. Shout out to Pac. What you got? You got something? That's my fam right there. I want to say shout out to Eloy Sayure. Only because like that's my dude right there in London. That's Dominic. And it's gonna be hard for me to get out here and say your name, Dominic, because I can't say that pronunciation correct. But I will say, shout out to the UK. That's somebody from the server, one of my good friends. Shout out to Jacqueline Contreras. Shout out to you. Do you remember me? I do. I met you like 2 weeks ago. You know, God bless you. Welcome back to the live stream. And I hope that you was gonna come back and you finally here, and that's a good thing. But I want to say shout out to Packy. If you give me a second, Packy, I'll play that. Give me a second, only because that's my cousin in the chat. But I want to say, Dominic, man, I would get out here and promote your TikTok, but you're not getting ready to get me out here working for you, Dominic. Only because, man, I know how it was for us to get out here and share the Discord before. Like you wasn't on time with that, and you had me doing it. It was supposed to be your job. Shout out to I'm cooking. I appreciate the gift again. Like you out here banging on these streets. You letting people know. He got the stars in it. I, I appreciate the gifts. Thank you. I'm cooking. I appreciate that. Look, I've been looking for you. This is my third live stream today. Where exactly are you from? I'm out here in Vegas, so my time is 4:34 p.m. I do appreciate you joining the live stream. That song helped me through some tough times. Is this somebody that we producing, or is it something that just out there in the streets? Only reason I ask is because you know they're gonna strike me as soon as I play it. But I don't mind because I can go back and I can get it out. I could delete it. You make my day better. Thank you. I appreciate you. Let's see, 11:34 p.m. in the UK. Tabitha Smith says, "How do we get those things so we can send gifts?" It should be where you go to send your super chat. Like, look, not that I want to tell you, but when you go to send your super chat, like if you look down right there, you can find the gifts and it'll have like a little present. You push the present and then you can decide if you got a credit of any gifts or anything like that. You can send it. But I'm just saying, I'm cooking. They seem to be loaded over there with gifts and they keep throwing them out there. And I just want to make sure I'm showing the love. You know what I mean? I am subscribed to your channel. Like, look, what exactly are you doing over at your channel? Uh, 2034 here. 2334 meaning shucks. I'm a little off right there. Let me go back to get this record. Joy XTI is in that. Joy, what's going on with you? Appreciate you, Joy X, coming in the live stream. She still got the rainbow emoji. Like, oh, as long as I know her, she always had the rainbow emoji. How do you get super chat? If you go down there and push the dollar sign right there in the chat, you can push it. The present that you pushed is for the gifts, and then the dollar sign is for the super chat. Let me see. The guy who made it, I've been watching his Bible study. I'm gonna play it. I'm gonna play it. I'm gonna play it. Cause that's my fam, man, and he's trying to share something right here that blessed him, and he's trying to bless us. Let's get it.
Your YouTube thumbnail can be the difference between 100
Yeah,
views
it's
or
already
1 million.
monetized. That's one
Mr.
thing I
Beast
can tell you,
doesn't guess
boy.
thumbnails.
He
He
gonna
has a
hit me.
team split.
All right, this is called "He Who Has Ears." Let's hear this. This sound good right here too. I'm gonna subscribe to him. Make sure I hit the like. And his name is Joe T. Baker. Joe T. Baker. Y'all check him out. Let's see. I used to be up and I was down. How many people? I was down. How many people? Salute, Trip. Wise worker, warriors in the house. Shout out to you. This gonna be my last one. Look, you gonna get in trouble. That's what it is. Told you, man. Don't be out here spending all your money on me. If you got it, you got it. You know what I mean? But if you ain't got it, man, come up here and just chill. Like you ain't got to do that to get attention. I got you. The hot chili pepper. Okay, that's the last one. When did you start streaming? I'm gonna talk to you. Stay right there, Tabitha Smith. After this record right here, I'm gonna come out there and say something. Can you play YouTube City after? I'm gonna do it for you. Only because Dominic, man, I got love for you, man. I'm gonna need you to start hooking me up with some thumbnails and stuff. You a Tribulation kid. Like I don't know how it's so hard for you. I need to get on your case. It's been a while since I got on your case. Just don't tight. Let me stop it though, just because I know I'm gonna get a copyright strike. But I'm glad that you got a chance to share that, Packy, because I be looking for like Christian artists, you know what I mean? And that right there is something I could vibe to. I want to say again that is Joe T. Baker 3, in Roman numeral 3. And his topic, you know, so he has music out there. If you guys look on all platforms, you can find Joe T. Baker. Shout out to him. And I just want to make sure I say that, you know, just as an artist myself. So I want to go back to Tabitha Smith asked me, when did I start live streaming? I actually started live streaming probably like 2014, and it was a live streamer that was live out here, and I actually had a chance to see that somebody was live, and I was like, man, you know, I had a chance to listen because he was live on the day that Prodigy, one of the rappers, Prodigy got killed. Well, when he was live when Prodigy died, so he was one of the first ones to bring the news, but he was live. And then he eventually started to share the link with people later on if you were subscribed to him, and he got people up there. And when I finally got up there with my first time on a live stream, and I was like, oh my God, I gotta have one of these. Everybody should have one of these. And I felt like it was around the time of the Kanika Jenkins case, and a lot of people wanted to speak, you know what I mean, but they never really had nowhere to go. Well, I seen him live, and he allowed me to come up and say some stuff. And then when I was up there, he actually liked me, you know what I mean, that he was like, yo, there's a couple other people that he was like, I'm gonna go ahead and keep you guys to come back and we'll just kind of have a whole little cast. Well, that started me open to live streaming. And then I had an opportunity with somebody else named Dougie Life Entertainment. And he asked me to host with him. So I had a chance to host with him. But he was big on Facebook that I would go to his Facebook channel while he was live. And he was a comedian. He would be out there roasting people. Well, I would be in the background and I'll be pulling people that would call in and try to roast them. You know what I mean? We were looking for comedians. So I started hooking up groups and I started becoming a part of that cast that we were trying to get out here to start a cast like a Wild 'N Out or In Living Color. Like we would just pick people. Well, it so happened that the group was big. We started getting people, but the group split in half. And that particular time, half went with him and half went with me. And that's when I started All of Us TV. So then I started live streaming there. But I was live streaming as a group. Um, I stopped live streaming as a group and I started to get on the server. That's when I got on the Discord. From another YouTuber that was out here, I went on her Discord. Her Discord was huge. Well, that group split in half. I went with the group that didn't go with her. So there was no leaders out there. There was nobody to look up to. So I became part of that group. And then certain ones would tell me I need to get out here and start my own. Um, there was a dude named Scott. You know, I want to say shout out to him. One day, him and I was on the telephone, and he said, I said, man, it's the Tribulation. I said Tribulation Kids. And he said, nah, you got to put the Tribulation Kids. So I want to say that's where the Tribulation Kids came from. But it was people like Mr. Kool-Aid, man, people like Dominic. Dominic that's in the chat. His name is different in the chat, but it's people like him that knew me then that came along with me to this channel. You know what I mean? And I just started to live stream and get comfortable with it. And you play Forrest Frank. Is it Christian music? Um, not everything I'm gonna play is gonna be Christian music. Not that I'm trying to push people in a secular way or nothing like that. I'm not a church, and I'm not trying to come out here with a religious type of flow of how I live. Just to invite people to come in. You know what I mean? Ever since I started my channel, it's never been about me getting out here to try to preach to people or try to minister. You know what I mean? It's just kind of been about me meeting people and kind of getting involved in the community, opening up my platform to allow people to share their content and stuff like that. But as far as Christian music, it's only one artist I only listen to, and that is Brian Trejo. If you want to check him out on YouTube, that's Brian Trejo. That's the only person I've been listening to for like the last 10 years. Shout out to Arthur G54. Hello to you again. Welcome back to the live stream. Shout out to Baby J. I see you out there. Shout out to I'm Cooking and Wise Warrior. Drop the link, bro. The link is in the chat. Pac-Man is the one that actually shared that, and you can go in the chat and you can go back to see it. But his name is Joe T. Baker, and the song was He Who Has Ears. Shout out to him. That's the first time I heard the record. I thought it was a good record. I didn't really get too deep into it because I know I'm gonna get a copyright strike. I usually don't share a bunch of music on my channel, especially from other artists. I only play my music or I play Kahana music only because I know that I won't get the copyright strikes and the rest of that. I think I heard of him before. Yeah, that's the first time I did hear about him. But he has a topic out here, and that is for people that are with music and have different what do you call it music platforms and stuff like that. Let's see, Tribs. It's me, Final Say TV. Oh, Final Say TV is out. Salute to you, Tyreek. Tyreek. I know it was hard for me to say it, but I know exactly, and when you say final say, like you always got the final say. You already know that. We supposed to have been working together a long time ago. I did see it on a comment before that you and I need to do something. You got my time. Just let me know. You blessed me before, you know what I mean? I want to get out here and do something with you. That's fine. Let me know because I'm gonna start getting out here on the string yards now. I want to tell people you don't always have to come here for us to do something. Like I'm gonna come to other people's channel as well. I don't know if you are connected to my man Eric B in the chat. Like he was here just a little while ago. He'll be having a Bible study in a little bit. Hold on, I'm trying to get my phone to charge up right quick. Hold on. Everybody liked the video. But I just want to make sure that I allow you, that I'll let you know that not everybody on my channel gonna be saved, and not everybody, you know, have a relationship with Jesus. I like getting out here around new believers, people that don't know. They don't judge me. They allow me to be myself. I'm able to share my faith with people. I'm able to meet friends and share the love and, get to know different people from different countries, get to know their culture, their background, their story, their testimonies, but in the end, I will like for God to use me. That is a desire in my heart, for him to use me out here and doing it the way that I do it, but for him to use me as I am. I'm not a minister, wasn't raised in the church, wasn't brought up in the church, so say. I was grown when I found the Lord, and I took myself in and I found my way all through life, just giving my all to him. So it has been hard. Yes, I sub to him. Okay, yeah, man. So I just wanted to just make sure, man, I at least allow people to know, about my channel. Like I'm getting to a point where I just started doing the shorts probably about 2 months ago. The shorts have been really good for me. I've been able to share a lot of the news going on, but that's given me a platform to open up and talk about my faith and come out in the open in the public. To not worry about, really how people take or perceive me. Tell them about the Discord. I want to tell you all about the Discord, but the link, it seems to be busted. And I want to say shout out to Ghost Troll because he been trying to tell me in my last live stream, on my earlier live stream about the link. But I think he at work right now. But I did try to go to the Discord to get the link, and it seems like my link is broke. So I don't know how to do it. I had to kind of get with Snake probably, to find out what's going on with that, or ask, Frank or somebody. I changed my name. I changed my channel name. Well, I like the Wise Warrior, but I'ma always look at you as Final Say TV, only because I'ma always look at you. You got the final say, you know what I mean? Like he got some knowledge in him. He care about people, and we come from the same generation. As far as YouTubing, like when I first started, he first started, and we've been wanting to work together for a long time, but we got some people that looked out for us. He one of them people that they looked out for the same way they looked out for me. So I want to let you know you a Tribulation Kid. You a part of this Found Say TV. We're gonna get out here and move. There was a time out here that about two years ago, 3 years ago possibly, because I've been out here for 4 5 years. But there was a time out here when Final Say came through and he dropped me a track, and I got the track done, and I got it back to him. Um, that song is on this channel, and it's called, I don't know what it's called. Uh, exactly. I really appreciate you, man. Look, I'm just glad that you came through and said it's Final Say TV. Like I probably wouldn't have looked into recognizing who you was with Wise Warrior. Is it work though, Dominic? I want to click it, but I can't with this one. Let me click it. No, I can't with that either. Um, I'll put it right here. If now if you would like to join the Discord, this is the link right here. And I want to tell Ghost Trail, if you come back and you look for the link, I need you to click that link right there. I'm checking, bro. Like check and see if it worked, because it wouldn't let me do it. Every time I tried to invite, it was just weird. What hit me up with 20 on PayPal. Man, get him up out of here. Asking for money, man. Get him up out of here. So yeah, 12 people still in the house. Look, Dominic, I know you trying to get me out to work your TikTok. Now I told you, a lot of people just is not gonna go to TikTok from YouTube. Like YouTube, stay with YouTube. It's really hard to get out here and even share the Discord, But the Discord will open up for people to come in and be a part of the community. There's somebody else from the Discord right there, Biz. That's somebody else from the server. When I was just talking about my journey getting here, like Biz was over there too. She was part of that group of the other people. You know what I mean? When YouTube, the YouTube chick out here, that's the one. That's the one that called me. She said something about my guy. Like as soon as she called me my guy, I don't like for females or to ever call me my guy. Ever since the I am back now. I'm hoping that this discourse work, because if it does, it's gonna be dope. But I want to say shout out to Biz7823. And the reason I'm off Discord, by the way, been off for what I figured that, and I've been off for a while too. But I just got off of Christ is King, and I wish I didn't, but I had to for a reason. But I will say I would like to get my Discord going back on to Tribulation Kids and see. Dominic knows who Biz is. Biz, that's Dominic right there. Alloyed, Array. That's Dominic. Look, how you feel about religion? Me personally, I'm a Christian, but others want to do you. But others, what do you think? Um, I, I don't want to speak about religion. I mean, speak against religion. Like I I just would tell you just to have a relationship with the Lord Jesus Christ. Like that's the main thing for me. A lot of people lose people in life, and it's hard for them to accept their loss. You know what I mean? But if that person that you lost had a relationship with the Lord Jesus Christ, I would tell you not to worry about it, because they have a relationship with Christ. You need to make sure you have one. And there's a possibility you see them again. That's just the way it goes. Like I got some people I'm looking for to try to get to heaven so I could see again. So I'm gonna see how that's gonna work. I'm so happy right now. Good, man. I'm happy you in the house. It's been a while. You haven't been here for about 2 years, and you a part of this. You as a person that been in the chat for as long as you have, you supposed to been slanging that Discord like that's always been your job. But you've always tried to throw it on me. Like every time we out here to do some work, kingdom work too. This is for the Lord. You can get them to come to your TikTok. You can get them to come to your Discord. You just need to come up in here. That's all you got to do is just share the link. Get involved. What's up? I lost your detail. No, no, no. I don't want no excuses, Dom. I feel like I need to get on your case anyway. It's been a while since I got on your case. It's good to see you, brother. I'm happy for you. You're doing good. You're still out here. But we need to get out here and we need to start moving. And this is the perfect time because a lot of y'all on the server, I know around the time of the pandemic, and it's like that again, and y'all seeing the stuff that I'm putting in my shorts, like it's news about the UK. Like, come through. Let's talk about it. You know what I mean? What's going on with your prime minister? Ask some questions. My baby cousin died when he was two last week. I've been hurt, so I try to help others. Listen, I have been hurt, so I try to help others. You see how you said that? Like you've been hurt and you try to help others. You know how many people are not strong enough to help others when they hurting? I just need you to think about how you said that. You know what I mean? Even though you hurting, you out there trying to help others. And you continue to be strong like that because them is the men and women that God need right there. I don't care your age, none of that. Only because that's your mentality right there to be a blessing to somebody else and not think about yourself. Man, sometimes people get so caught up in thinking about what they going through that they forget how they can get out here and help somebody else. That's going to bless you. You've been showing that you got a big heart since you've been here. I'm thinking you grown and you a child, but you a child that's very mature that God can use. It's people like you that the world needs to move on. It's not a lot of people like you. So I just want to let you know you've been a blessing and you continue to be a blessing because that's just showed me that you here to be a blessing. God gonna use you and continue to use you. I need you to keep your head high because you are somebody that's passionate about people. God bless you. Let's see. Um, all good by end. That's good, because I know you were going through a hard time in your life at one time. Um, let's see, not much, just cruising YouTube, Darnell. Making his rounds on my shorts feeds. Ha 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 ha. How you been? Biz, it's always a blessing to see you. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad Dominic is here at the same time. And I was just talking about how I got to you guys. You know what I mean? Like, this is part of my core of the people I knew before I had my channel. So it's good to see a couple of y'all here. Thank you. That means a lot. Wait, hey man, you continue to be a blessing, man. God put that in your heart. The whole time you kind of been interacting with me, you've been blessing me. You know what I mean? And then for me to find out in the end, wait a minute, what? You know what I mean? Like, man, and then the way you said it, you said it. You didn't even know you said it like that, but you said it. People ain't gonna recognize certain stuff that you do that's good. They only gonna remember the bad. You keep doing good because regardless if they see it or they recognize it, God see it. He know your heart. Man don't know your heart. Don't let nobody tell you they know you. They don't know you. They don't know what you thinking. They don't know what you been through, what you going through. Only the Lord knows what you going through. And he making you strong enough to go through it. Your light never dim. When you reuse your candle to light someone else's candlelight. Noni told me, I'm telling you, no, look, I'm telling you, Noni, my favorite auntie. Look, I ain't gonna tell other people that only because my other auntie's been mean to me. She always been kind, and I thank the Lord for long life. Like a lot of my family, like they didn't have long lives. That's why I say I'm so thankful. I'm so blessed. There's a lot of people. Z Zippy. The UK is no different than the US, brother. UK been infiltrated by ism radical. It's certain things I can't talk about or I can't say it out loud. Only because like they really striking channels now for certain conversations. Um, Now I will say this, okay, without going too deep into details and pinpointing what I'm talking about, I would say that community in the UK was under attack just as of lately. Certain things are happening with that particular community that I'm starting to think not only is it anti-Semitism, but it's also starting to be fake news to me. I'm just keeping it real. Some of that stuff I feel like is made up only because that is the ones that's in control of everything. You know what I mean? The control of the narrative and all the rest of that. Like it's certain things I see in the news. Like y'all know I'm Tribulation. I give you the news you can use. It's certain stuff I'm seeing in the news that I think they're trying to get us to fall for the whammy. And I'm seeing it firsthand. Not that I work with these news organizations, but I am putting out the news first hand. And I'm seeing it first before I put it out. And I'm thinking, I don't know how I feel about that story. Only because it contradicts the last story I heard from another reporter. It's certain stuff I'm starting to get into that's a little more political, it's a little more religious, and I'm starting to get people from all over. You know what I mean? Like it's truly becoming a blessing. And then getting out here doing these particular live streams, it seems like the longer to stay, the more the people to come. And the longer that I stay, it's newer people that be here. But as long as I can keep the conversation, I can't always keep the conversation, but the one that I can keep the conversation with, it's good that y'all subscribe and that y'all come back. I truly appreciate it. Guys, check out Restore Britain. Trust me. Um, Z Zippy, uh, some of my friends are here are from the UK. I'm gonna go watch other YouTubers for a bit. So talk next video. God bless you. Welcome. And thanks for coming by. You be safe out there. Bye. Appreciate you stopping by again. That's a good thing. I'm just out here yapping. I'm sorry. Let's see. Our country. No, let's see. Please don't start me off. Um somebody starting you off. Look, I hear you guys saying that he's gonna bless you financially because you bless others with the ability that he gave you to be able to listen to others and their problems and discuss about it. Um, Not everybody blessed like that, you know what I mean? That can really sympathize with somebody else going through. It's most of the people that's been through something that got experience with it. Um, but yeah, he does bless us with the ability, and some of us we don't even have enough to be a blessing. But it's when you don't have enough to be a blessing that you bless somebody that God get it right back to you. Um, I'm not one to really knock a person for how they live their life, but I will say, God has been good to me. Whether you believe or not, you're gonna have to go out there and get your own experience. Minner, thank you for coming back to the live stream. I know you tired, and you probably just not getting up, hanging out with a bunch of your friends, but thank you for joining. I did put the Discord in the link. I pinned it right here with Alloys, if y'all don't mind. But is it Alloys? I is ready. Like I don't need to know how to say your name. I'm gonna have a problem with that, Dominic. It's just hard for me to promote you. Like you need to make your channel name the same as your YouTube channel. I mean your TikTok channel. I don't know what your TikTok channel is called, but make it easy. Like make it like a brand. Make a brand out of it. If you need help with a brand, like I got some ideas, hit me up. Lark chatting to me about being indigenous. Yes, doesn't know my ancestry. I'm fully English, Irish, and Scottish. So have an opinion is fine, but to tell someone who they are when you know nothing is L. I didn't read that he said something about you, and we talking about indigenous people. Then we would be talking about race. You know what I mean? And I only want to talk about one race, and that is the race of the Lord Jesus Christ. And the only reason why I say that is not to knock nobody, but I don't need people looking at their color, and I don't need people seeing what colors people are. You know, um, a lot of us don't know the history of a lot of different things that people have told us to believe, and we believe it. But when you become a new creation, you take on that DNA. Like this is something that's inside you that is always the number one topic. And I just want to make sure I say that because I don't look at color. That's my main thing. Like I never wanted to go to just a black church or I'm about people of all colors. I'm about people of the faith. That's just what I am. I'm back once again. Who was that? Who was what? Look, me and Diamond and our DNA test said 70% of DNA originated from Virginia. That's true. You supposed to be at work. You over here chilling. Boy, that's funny right there to me. You supposed to be working. But yeah, that is most of our family is out there. And I had a chat. My pops has the whole breakdown of our family tree. You know, but I will say that when I gave my life to Christ, um, I start looking at color, just in general, because I started looking at my DNA of a new creation and what God has made me and what He placed inside me. Like I've known for a while, and I'm trying to get a couple of y'all to know what's inside you, or a couple of y'all to start believing that God can put something inside you. You become a new man, uh, new train of thinking. Some of the stuff that we're thinking, like we need to get out of being programmed like that. The traditional ways of man has really tainted a lot of our minds and tainted a lot of our beliefs. Absolutely not. Disgusting comment. Lark is making awful statements clearly. Know who you are. Scared of the truth. Um, you know, if that's your fight, you know what I mean, to explain to people what color is, that's your fight. I can't knock you for that. Um, but there's only one fight for me, and that's to try to get people and lead them to Christ. Like if you don't believe, then we kind of in a different category when it comes to what our mission is. Like, what's your mission? I want to make sure I can lead people somewhere. You know what I mean? I don't think I'm gonna be leading them nowhere if we're gonna talk about color and history and race. I just want to make sure that I say that only because, some people believe certain things and some people just don't believe a lot of different things. And when it comes to the wisdom of the world, it's foolishness to God. Like none of that stuff matters to me. My main thing is that I accept the Lord Jesus Christ. Have I been reborn? Have I been um, repentful? Have I ever repented? That I I just don't believe that God put me here to just see. And that's what I'm saying. Why that can't be your YouTube channel? That's your TikTok. You see what I'm saying? You see how long it took Dominic. What is that? A forest? That's not even a forest. That's the Dominic for Jesus. You're making it hard because you don't need the spaces right there. You know what I mean? Like I'd rather just you put a regular space there. Now people gotta look for that little hyphen up in your name just to find you. You gotta make it easy. Sadie Harlett is in the house. Shout out to you. Really cool thing is looking into the book of Jasper, tracing back lineage and such. Shout out to you. Your school's lot. Lark, let me take your mind right quick, buddy, because you trying to come up in here and offend people, and I don't really truly think he was kind of trying to come up in here and offend nobody. Job 28:28. Man, I'm getting all my friends from the server here right now. Shout out to Mr. Kool-Aid Man as well. He came in. He said Job 28:28. The fear of the Lord, that is wisdom, and to depart from evil is understanding. Period. That's the way to break it down. Hey, Frank, can you drop the desire of your heart for me? Cause I feel like I'm lacking in that one right there. God will fill the desires of your heart. I need to see how that's written. But shout out to Biz and shout out to Dominic, Frank, Mr. Kool-Aid Man. This is one of the guys that used to tell me I need to get out there and start a channel. That was Frank before I started Tribulation Kids. They know Scott. Paralysis by analysis. That's who I was talking about. That helped me with the Tribulation Kids. But Frank has always been one from day one that's been consistent on this. Brittany, I think I told you about this before. Don't come up in here spamming. And I'm up here talking, and you done changed. Hey, I stopped giving out the mod though, Frank. That's something I did stop doing. I just need you to know, only because. But Frank was one of them people that told me, you know what I mean? I'll start a channel, and they had a chance to see me. We had a chance to hear each other's testimony. We'll never share it out loud. But if you get to a place where we're all speaking and we're talking as a group, We had a chance to really get to know each other and how a chance to see how God uses one another. So I can honestly say I've seen some of their gifts, they seen some of mine. Shout out to Oz Art. Yo, I appreciate you, man. I need you to say shout out to you, and thank you very much, man, just for the love. I need you to tell my side, I got love for him, and just tell him I said thank you, because you come through, what I mean. He welcome here too. I need you to know. Tell him that, what I mean. Only because um, I know it's because of him and V Woo that come through. And I just need him to know, what I mean, we gonna always be fam, what I mean? He welcome here. I just need him to know that. So I know you'll pass that for me. Appreciate you. I will. Yeah, for sure. What I mean? Only because, man, he part of my audience. But I know he talked to you and V Woo, what I mean? And since I've been back, that's when I seen y'all. And even though I ain't seen him, what I mean, I need him to know, we good and I need him to come through. Like he all right. You know, um, we from these streets, he from the side of town. Listen, my brother live in England. You don't know what's been going on here. He was talking about racist stuff. Yeah, well, um, don't take me off the mod squad. Yeah, but I don't want to get out here speaking about race. You know what I mean? Like that ain't my fight. It's a lot of us that need to come up out of that, and I agree that a lot of us ain't gonna actually um, come to agreement when it comes to speaking about that. But there's a division among us because of it as well. Psalms 37 has some great verses, and Psalms 34. Amen. UK is fine, guys. Man asked about just because let me just take it from both of y'all first of all. Just because I'm on my live stream and y'all having a conversation with each other, and I have not heard either one of y'all say anything about God. Y'all keep talking about how y'all feel. Y'all talking about y'all history. Y'all talking about y'all race and all the rest of that. Like I don't want to get out here and be rude and act like I ain't seeing what's going on. I'm seeing it. And I hear that both of y'all are coming to blows and y'all both are disagreeing. That's cool. But y'all causing division between the two of y'all, and then y'all come causing division within the live stream, like you being a distraction, just doing that. Time and place for evil. And this is not the place. Everything. I'm just, yo, that's what I'm talking about. Ours come through, man, and yo, this some people, man, I'm actually coming across, man. Like I ain't had a chance to be around him in a while. And me doing my live stream, if I stay there long enough, you never know who gonna come through. And I'm talking about, I got some people here. Yo, even though I got the charger on, my phone is at 2%. I'm still losing charge. I just was thinking, I just looked at it right now. There's a chance that this joint might go dead. And you know what happened when it go dead? It just starts spinning and it'll never be over. So I just want to say that this battery is dead. I will try to come back out here tomorrow morning. I will go take tomorrow off because I did 3 live streams today. That is enough content for you to go back. It should keep you entertained through the night. I'll get back out here tomorrow. But Lord, I need to get up out of here just because I got 12 people in the house. Everything is going good. I just don't want to get to 1% because that junk will go out. We got 13 people checking in. I can see that this is a good time for me to start coming checking back in. Yo, this was a great live stream. I enjoyed it, but I need to get up out of here. Tomorrow I'm gonna come out here and do as much as I can do. But the next day I have family in town for the whole weekend, and we're gonna try to get out this weekend. So I might take y'all somewhere. Like make sure you subscribe if you're not subscribed. We gonna get out. We gonna see something. For the rest of y'all out there, I need y'all to stay prayed up. I need y'all to stay encouraged. I need y'all to stay safe. I need to thank each and every one of y'all for joining, man. I appreciate it. Thank you, Shed Light Upon Darkness, for coming back. Shout out to you. Shout out to Biz. It's good to see you, sis. Much love to you. Much love to Dominic. Praise the Lord. Shout out to Shaking. I'm cooking. Peace to you. Much love. I appreciate the gifts. I need you to keep your head straight, man. You continue to come by, man. You one of the youngins we gonna keep around. God bless you. And shout out to Oz Art. Shout out to Zip and the other one that was out here tripping. Shout out to Liquid 420. That's somebody in the neighborhood right there. Yo, we got 21 people in here, man. I'm sorry. I got 1%. I got to go. I'ma see y'all in a minute, man. I might just come back out here. Just because I'm enjoying myself, I got my peoples checking in. We got 20-something people up in here. I'm gonna see y'all later, man. God bless y'all, man. Thank y'all for the support, man. I love you. Good to see you, Liquid 420. Good to see you, Final State TV. Okay, everybody else, Dom, I see y'all, all y'all. God bless y'all, man. We gonna come back and do it again.